Y'all good?
We good?
Yeah, me.
All right, Shalom. All right, once again, we the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, okay? Before we get started, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash. All right, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GreatMillStone, who rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right? So, you know, it's another Saturday. We out here prophesying the downfall of America, all right? You know, and we're chatting down the walls of Babylon. What? Through the spirit and power of BaHaSham Yahawashi. And the spirit and power of BaHaSham Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, okay? And the word prophecy means to say before, you know? Because what? Jeremiah 28:8, you know? That's what we get it, Jeremiah 28:8. You know? Because what does the Lord do before he destroys the kingdom, man? You know, he sends his prophets. Okay?
Got you. Hold on. Jeremiah 28:8, right?
That's right.
Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee, before they have all prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war and of evil and of pestilence, you know? And the prophets before me, before Jeremiah at that time, who were those prophets? You had the prophet Noah, you know, who was out there prophesying for 120 years, all right, about the wickedness that was going on in the world, man. You know, great evil and great sin, transgression of the law, and great wickedness took place in those ancient lands back in those days. And what did the Lord do? At first, before he destroyed it and flooded it with water, okay, he sent his prophet out there to what? Build the ark, all right, and to prophesy of the coming destruction, man. You know, and fast forward all the way here today. Here we are in what? In a great kingdom. Is not America a great kingdom? Okay, Babylon the Great, that mystery Babylon. We're in that place right now. And you're seeing the signs of the Lord's coming by what? Him sending out his men, the prophets, okay, to foretell the destruction of this place, man. And it was foretelling famine, pestilence, okay, wars and rumors of wars, you know. All of these things are coming, all right, before the Messiah comes to destroy this place, man.
Because I can say something. Yeah, you know, this because Yahawah has to get a name for himself. Because he's going to be the one that's going to destroy this place. You know, when this place be destroyed, you ain't going to be like, oh, the Chinese man of his great technology, he did it. Nah, it ain't going to be none of that. You're not going to be Buddha did it. It's not going to be Allah did it. It's not going to be the other philosophies and doctrines or a lot of these things that a lot of our people just lean into their own understanding and believe in. It's going to be Yahawah that's going to get the praise and the power. Because that's another reason he has hardened these people's hearts, and especially the so-called white man's heart, you know, to basically bring forth his power, to show his power. You know, because it tells you in the scripture that he has hid himself.
Romans chapter 9 and 13, it says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he say to Moses, I have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. Now here's the point. For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
And that his name might be declared in all the earth. Why? Because what? It would be just too easy to just, you know, build up a small little puny little kingdom, knock them down. No, you got to build them up and make them proud, man. Make them a strong and mighty power, so that when you topple them, that power is all the more magnified.
There you go. Exodus 4:21. And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go. the initial point. You know, he had, you know, because when you look at the miracles that Yahawah told Moses to do, and it's funny because he also allowed the left hand side for Pharaoh's magicians to do the same wonders. To what? To harden Pharaoh's heart. So what happened was, he was like, oh, my magician can do it too. So what you know, what is this that you know, let Israel go? You know, those are my people, you know? Basically, you know, so to speak, you know, he was saying, I'm not letting Israel go, you know, these are my slaves, you know, so his pride got hardened. And just like the same today, we're out here prophesying and doing the same thing that, you know, most people. And what is the so-called white man doing? Counter attacking us, man, combating us, man. Y'all not the Hebrews, y'all black Hebrew Israelites, terrorist groups, you know. So you know, and then what is it? The military, his missiles, his heart. He's still thinking he's going to devour. And what you call it? You think he's going to continue on dominating, man? Like his same tactic that he did on our people, we think he's going to keep doing it with the other nations, man. Right. That shit getting tackled, man.
Right. You got Psalms, the 49th chapter, where it says the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Right. So much is the point where you have Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, building up space defenses in space, man. Why? Because they believe that they can fight the Lord when he comes back, man. You know, the scriptures say when the Lord comes, they're going to be afraid, but yet there's fight. And what? That's the Lord putting the spirit on them to giving them a little bit courage to at least make it interesting, man.
That's like the brother by Dragon Ball Z.
Of course.
The tournament, they built the stadium, and there's two, I forgot their name. You know the ones that wiped out the planet after the tournament got fell off. Not broke. The little one. The one that made the stupid noise. The little ones. Nah, it was the one that sat on the pillars and watched the whole battle.
I don't know.
I can't remember their name, but it's just the same thing as the Lord. Got to do the name. You got it out.
No, this. Oh, okay. All right.
I was trying to think of their name.
Yeah, con. But that's what the Lord does, though. He'll put pride. He'll put pride in the king of Pharaoh, which the modern day king of Pharaoh is Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the rich elites, the aristocrats. They give him all this great pride. So what? So that you know how it is. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's like the saying. How the saying goes. The Lord is building them up so that they can go have a great fall, man.
Hey, like David and Goliath. Goliath, he was built up. You know what I'm saying? He was a man of war. That's why. That's why he was laughing at the Israel's the army. Israel and their army, man. He was laughing at them, man. Yep, right. He's like, this puny fellow is gonna take me out. And then what? That's what they. Yeah.
Who's this little fellow? And even the men of Israel, like, yo, David, what are you talking about? That's a man of war.
Yeah.
Then King David had the courage to say, he's blaspheming the power of Yahawashi, And the Lord gave him the power to free him, man. And Smith his head?
Yeah, with 5 stones.
Yeah.
That's spiritual.
He only had one of them stones too.
Yeah, he only had to use one.
Go ahead, Doc.
Let me go
on the Jeremiah? Go back to Jeremiah 28. Alright, shalom, brother. Alright? Yeah, man, because that's what we out here to do. We out here to prophesy against this place so that the Lord's name will ultimately be magnified, man. The whole entire earth is going to tremble, at the coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahawah, Yahawashi.
Right. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, and of evil, and of pestilence.
Yeah, we're prophesying war and of great evils. Evils meaning bad times. You got something known as Jacob's trouble, all right? Jacob's trouble is in the Bible. And Jacob's trouble is coming to Babylon the Great, America. That's where you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to suffer great persecution at the hands of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know why? Because what? Ultimately, it comes down to Esau Edom wanting your blessing, man. He's completely jealous and has a perpetual hatred of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because of the blessing, man. And what? Because he knows, Revelation 12:12, he knows that he has but a short time, all right? He's going to come down upon you with great wrath, man. Hey, Esau Edom knows that his kingdom is going down. It's just that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans believe that this place is going to continue on forever. He has a doomsday clock set up with 2 minutes away from midnight, man.
Right.
Why? Because he knows the signs and the times. He knows that World War III with Iran, Russia, China, okay, North Korea, India, Turkey, you know, Great Britain, all is going to be inevitable, man. You know, and it's according to biblical prophecy, man.
Yeah, when you think about it, how is you know something is going on because Esau, like you said, he has his own doomsday clock.
Right.
He knows that this place is on its way out. And then the scriptures, all right, the scriptures clearly tell us, you know, that he knoweth that he has but a short time. And this is why he come down upon you having great wrath. And really what he's going to have, what is the great wrath he's going to come down upon you jakes out there, 2/3, okay? Is that what? He's going to force the RFID microchip, which the Bible calls the mark of the beast.
You even had higher ups, guys that have tasted gold, tasted riches, tasted the fancy life, and they're even coming out again, you know, about this. Now, our people don't live in the worst parts of the world. You know, when you look at what's that pyramid scheme, when you're looking from the upside down, I mean up down. Like same thing, that's why they call it the eagle, fearful bird, because it looks from above and it swoops down and devours its prey.
Right.
Now, when you look, like think about it, when you look from the bottom up, you really can't see nothing. When you're in a high place, you see everything. Now, Jake has been on such a low vibration his whole life. Jake don't see nothing. Jake is just on a crab. Yo, I'm just trying. Yo,
Right.
maybe if I keep stepping on here, that's the mentality of Jake. You know,
Right.
Jake just want to get up. But here it is. You have Esau that have tasted the top, and now he's even coming out telling you they're gonna chip people. They're gonna plague people. They're gonna the money's gonna crash. But then we're the bad guys for teaching our people what's really going on. You know, saying how Yahawashi was being basically a misfit, you know? But he took on the same burden as we are. And we're doing the same thing. Well, we've been in the drought and rough things with our people. We try to, you know, go out, you know, try to, you know, live the fancy life and do what's right. But that's not the end goal of it, man. That's not gonna get you nowhere in life, man. You know?
Hey, you know, we always bring him out recently, you know, Nipsey Hussle, and like this whole thing, like these dreams and aspirations to build a kingdom within Esau's kingdom, man. To build your own businesses, you know, and get some kind of wealth. When really the American dollar is going to be done away with, man. You know, this place is going to be destroyed. So it's not beneficial to seek out anything within this kingdom, man.
You got another thing going on now. You got a lot of Jakes that's coming aware, a little bit aware of the bullshit of America. What they do, they try to take their little American money, try to set up shots in like a poor country, like Dominican Republic, Jamaica, some places. But when the money stops here, the American money ain't gonna be worth a fuck.
Yeah.
So what you think gonna happen there? And you ain't got no faith. You thought the American dollar and it had a little bit more value in another country. You know, you go on stumble across YouTube and see Jake smoking cigars in other countries, living like you're poor. But when the American dollar stops, what's gonna happen? I used to buy this fucking like that too. She don't get you nowhere. When your money stop, how you gonna put gas in that bitch to keep going? Them bitches drink gas,
Right.
no?
That's all it is, right?
Oh, and them bitches cold.
Yeah. Like a game, you bad, like the brother said, man. Jake think they bad, man. You know, but we gonna see how bad you are in the day when the Lord bring bad, man. Quick precept for y'all brothers harping on. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so be she may be healed. And that's the balm to represent medicine. So this place, it can't be healed. It's too far gone.
And I just also tell you, Sloppy, because you know, when it tells you the whole head is sick of Israel, why afflicted even more when Jacob just want to revolt even more because the whole head is sick.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Niggas think because they stopped drinking sink water, alkaline water, they good. You know, niggas think, niggas think they're gonna come across Dr. Seven. Yeah. They good. They take more than that, man. And anybody can eat healthy all day. They're like, you know, you fall over your shoestring and a bus come and hit you.
Right.
And then cut you, split you in half. Now you're in a wheelchair. And the Lord ain't to kill you. The Lord made you, sit there in pain. And you know, that really breaks somebody. You went from fully mobile to in the chair. Right. You know?
Oh, got
That's
right
a sudden. On the sudden.
Sudden destruction, man.
Hey, real quick with what's that movie? Bubblegum Shrimp, stuff like that.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. He was mad at Bubba for saving him, man. Because he became he came like wheelchair bound, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he actually wanted to die as well, man.
Oh yeah.
So people don't like to lose limbs and stuff like that, man.
I get the, when I was coming up there, it was a
Lieutenant
blind
Dan.
dude that came on a bus. And I was like, damn, yo. I think I just rather be dead. That's the thing. That's how you know how people are consuming pride. The black woman, the Latina woman, the men. Anything can happen to you where your eyes can just be taken from you. It could be a car wreck, and a piece from an object from a car can just fly, hit you right in your eye, and you can't see the rest of your life. Just close your eyes. Think. That's scary. That's scary as hell. And Jake don't realize that. Jake think, I graduated, I got this good job, I got my woman, I got my kids. Even this, I go to the gym, I got my guns. Now what? But anything can happen. I was talking, like me and the brother were talking about last week at the camp. About the ants. Can you imagine how they look at us?
Yeah. I was saying some of that too.
Let's imagine how the Yahawah look at us.
Right.
We're small people.
Yeah.
Call us worms.
Hey, that's how you know the Most High is all power because, here it is. He created us, creatures. Okay, he created the animals, but then you got insects, and like you made mention of ants. One thing our elder Apostle Gabar, he brought out a couple of years, maybe a year ago or two. He always teach that the characters of these creatures, man. And like ants are workers.
Yeah.
But when you look at how small they are, you can easily just crush them. But they gotta live in the world too.
They said ants gonna lift like 3 times body to their body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they could defend it. They're workers.
Yeah, they work. They're all about working toward what? They're kind, they're species, man.
Yeah, that's team players.
Yeah, team players. Yeah.
Don't they lift with their mouths?
I think so. Yeah, the little.
That's spiritual. Yeah, they lift with it. Like that's our defense,
Yeah. So you got it out.
Let's underscore what they were saying real quick. On Psalm chapter 50, verse 10, says, "For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine."
Hey man, I say this too. The Lord is allowing Esau to create new species, man. He's mixing and splicing cells and creating monsters, man. But guess who the monsters belong to? The Heavenly Father, man.
It's like going to those movies, you see those mad scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to always talk about in Tekken,
Jurassic
remember
Park.
Dr. B? In Tekken, I don't know, brother. The old Tekken, I think it was Tekken 2, Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Dr. B, he's a mad scientist. Like those are real, actually people. Like right now, they're killing a lot of those herbalist not herbalists. Am I saying it correct? Herbalist doctors.
Like a Dr. Sebi.
Not herbalists. The doctors that know about.
That know about splicing and doing what?
They know about like the pharmaceuticals that bringing stuff out about because my sister just told me she knows an herbal doctor. He's in hiding. Yeah, because he's in hiding. He don't, like, he's real, he gonna ask you, like, yo, you with any affiliation with the feds? Because, like I said, they'll kill you.
He must know how to heal. You know, Dr. Sebi, you know, we talk about that guy. He was an actual healer. The scriptures tell us that he created physicians in the earth. So you're gonna have men that's gonna have the knowledge to be able to heal. That's power, man. You know? But the Lord, hey, Yahawah, he gonna give us all power, man. So we gonna be able to do everything, man. You had something?
Well, I was going to say, that's just supposed to show that Esau's the devil. Because here it is, you can have knowledge of the herbs and actually heal diseases and have knowledge to cure cancer and all these things. And Esau will kill you for that so that he can keep big pharma business moving. You know, the same way that you come up with alternate means of energy for transportation. Because there's alternate sources of fuels of fuel other than gasoline. Yeah. You know, why is it that the number one fuel for this planet is something that you have to dig out of the earth? You know, fossil fuels. You know, that's stupid as hell.
And then you have earthquakes everywhere.
Yeah,
Right.
hey, that's the earth fighting back right there. You have sinkholes, and ultimately, if you keep on doing it forever, this shit's gonna run out. What are you gonna do then?
It's like you have oil to keep your engine, fill up the
Pistons. Yeah.
lubricated to keep up. And Esau taking all that out, the oil out of the
Right.
earth. What's gonna happen?
It's gonna seize up.
Exactly. The plate, what is it? The plates.
Yeah, tectonic plates.
They're not getting their friction.
Right.
So that shit is
Right.
coming out of, you know.
Like arthritis.
You got earthquakes everywhere now.
You got underwater earthquakes. They call tsunamis. You know? But I was gonna say that's why the Heavenly Father, he allowed us to ride on what? Horses. That's what the horses were made. And them horses to run for damn near forever to take good care of them.
Hey, you know, I ride horses. The thing about it, you know, that's why the horse market is booming now. There's a lot of basically unbroken horses out here. And, you know, like the scriptures is beautiful because it tells you in the scripture that every animal is supposed to really have a job to do. And it's supposed to have its own habitat. A lot of these horses, a lot of these people that are just buying horses out here just got it for basically lawn art. But I mean lawn art, they just eating grass, getting fat, and not doing nothing. So when you come ride time to try to ride them, they kick the shit out you. They might bite you. You try to get on, motherfucker. You know, they don't know what to do. You don't let the thing grow up to be 15 years old and never rode the horse. That shit don't know what to do. It's headstrong. It's even in the scripture. It's a scripture on that about a horse being something like that. Something like they could make a comparison of how a horse not being broken.
Right.
It's very important to break a horse because that was the, you know, even like me being in Virginia, you know, it's more so grass than up here, and you know, concrete. Now even goats, chickens, and all that, when they eat off the land, that waste it goes back to the land, and you know, it helps everything. How the Lord made everything was perfect.
Even our bodies are perfect.
Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 8. And horse not broken becometh headstrong, and the child left to himself will be willful.
Exactly. So it's the same comparison, man. Yeah. You know, and you just have all types of animals out here. You got them in the zoo.
Got them in prison.
Yeah.
Got them in prison, man.
And this thing about you got two giraffes that can only hunt, just produce one time, just so they can keep that zoo, giraffe in that zoo.
Right.
And then maybe periodically they'll ship another giraffe maybe 20 years later, so it can produce again. What kind of shit is that, man?
That's Esau.
And then they look on that beat and the little kid, Mommy, why is the giraffe bring it down? Because the motherfucker is stressed.
And you can tell when I went last summer, I took my kids to the zoo, and the lions, you can tell that they restless. It's like they know they in prison. You know, and one thing Cat Williams said something funny. One in stand-ups, he was like, you know, he was imitating himself as a tiger. And he was like, this is how the tigers feel. And he walked out, he said, am I a lion? It's kind of funny, but it's truth in it, man. I got a quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
Yeah, one of the big curses why the earth isn't in its natural state as it was before, and it keeps de-evolving every year, you know, pretty much is because what? This devil doesn't honor the land Sabbath, man.
The laws, yeah.
The laws of the Heavenly Father. Now, there's a law in the Scripture where every 7th year you're supposed to not till the earth to give the earth rest and to replenish, man. Right. But what does this devil do, man? Drill, baby, drill. And that's why everything is of former stature as a regressed stature as it was years ago.
That's why we put to America. Everybody got double.
Yeah.
That's why. And I also been looking at Northern Kingdom. You know, Northern Kingdom comes from regions where a lot more things are natural. And when they come over here, they get bellies. And, you know, a lot of things here, it goes back to because the so-called white man was an honorable land Sabbath. Now, I don't, you know, a lot of people talking about organic and vegan. Okay, I heard it was a saying. I don't know if it's true or not, but I probably think, I think it's true because it was a guy that told me he gets the prison waste. He drives a CDL class tractor trailer truck, go to the prison house, those prisons, to get the waste because it's the farmers get the waste, human waste, put on their crop.
Wow. Serious? Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised. These songs are devil, man.
You know, you can say you're getting vegan or organic all day, but at the end of the day, you're in America, man. Like, it goes back to, you know, you got to pray, man. Have faith that the Lord will destroy this place. Like the scripture says, Israel shall eat their defiled bread amongst the heathens. I got a precept real quick from BaHaSham. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? So the so-called white man, he basically, y'all don't have to. Matter of fact,
we do it. Yeah. Oh, you got Esau right there.
To my Esau,
Basically, he'll say, the Lord messed up, made mistakes. We gonna clarify that. We gonna put our turn into it, you know. Gay, we gonna say gays are accepted.
Hey, there you go.
You know. We gonna say the Lord ain't do right on the food, so we're gonna put a little twist to it. We're gonna put a little spice on everything on the earth. You know, that's why even daylight saving time. That shit is nonsense, man. What's the point of that?
Yeah, right. Well, that's 2 Thessalonians. We grab that real quick. 2 Thessalonians.
That's why people gonna be destroyed because they actually agree with that shit, right?
Agree with everything wholeheartedly.
No, 2/3 are actually down with Esau and agree with his way of life, man.
That's why the scripture says in Jeremiah 33, why change thy ways, change thy ways, to seek love.
Yup. And that's why they shave. That's why they always get shaved up beard. You look at ESPN, right? At the commentary for Shaq, Kenny, and Charles, they all got clean heads, man. All shaved up so that they can fit in with Esau. And they can get in and go with Esau, man. And continue to make the money that they make, man. That's why Steve Harvey said, "Hey, man, the love of money is the root of all evil, man." That's why Steve Harvey said, "For $1 million or whatever, I'll dance like a monkey."
And he said,
look at him now, though. He lost the show.
Done.
See?
Damn, that's a look.
What's that cool that shit he said? If somebody come up to you, just tell them, I don't give a damn about slavery.
Hey, real quick too, our brothers we got the scripture. Just going back to this picture, man. You know, that's why they have the commercial, if you didn't know. All right, for you viewers out there, maybe new viewers or Edomites watching, we know that biblically you go back to being Esau Edom. All right, and there was a point in time in your lifetime that the Most High pushed you in the caves, man.
Right.
And the commercial that you have, it says even so easy a caveman could do it.
And
Right?
you see the video with a white girl running like a dog, and she was jumping over the fences, the table.
Oh yeah, that's the one you put down your page. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, she was on all fours.
She's on all fours.
Like a fucking dog, man.
Wow.
And she jumped over a table.
Wow.
Word.
And she started running with the dog.
Wow. And guess what? This actually is how you used to look, man. And this is what you're gonna go back to. You raped and robbed and pillared, the Israelites, man. You damn near with Crystal Ball Cologne, okay, he's not a hero. He's a mass murderer, man. He damn near almost extinct the Taino Indians, man. Think to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, that the Most High don't make an end of us, man. That's why he said, the scriptures say he changeth not, man. And the Most High made a promise with certain men that was on the earth, and some of these men are back, man. Okay? He made a promise with our forefathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And this is the reason why we out here teaching. We're prophesizing, man. And we're prophesizing the downfall of Esau and the salvation to the elect of Israel, man.
I got two scriptures. One, the brother just mentioned before about daylight savings. Like, what the hell is the point of that? But that's in the scriptures. Daniel, the 7th chapter, and I'll start at 24. And the 10 horns out of his kingdom are 10 kings that shall arrive. That's, your NATO, your EU. All right. And another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and shall think to change times and laws. They shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times, man. So that was all prophesied, man. This devil will be changing the times, daylight saving times, changing the calendar. Hey, changing the calendar. Hey, changing the iconoclasm, the images.
Hey, you know, look like Israelites.
All right,
The real actual biblical Hebrews, he called us black Israelites.
Like this, you know?
And here it is. You a Hebrew too. You're a Hebrew Edomite. And we're a Hebrew Israelite.
But see, this devil put out so much confusion out there, even to the point where you have these fake converts out there in the land right now, calling, and if you say anything against them, you're anti-Semitic. And when first of all, it's Shem, and there's more than one nation of people that come out of that line, man.
Don't forget about Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv, man. A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, man. Zechariah, the 9th chapter and the 6th verse, man. Here it is over there. You got record numbers of people going out there to celebrate homosexuality. And this is supposed to be in the Holy Land, man.
And the scripture says, but the judgment not executing speedily, you have a lot of wickedness. What does the so-called white man deal with? Acceptance instead of judgment. The so-called white man wants you to accept every goddamn thing. You know, the scripture, even the scripture tell you, you should let not every man, trust not every, how does it go? Is it in the Surah? Trust not, no, not that one. It's,
You're not supposed to let every man into your house?
Yeah, because
He will utterly supplant?
Yeah, because a man has many trains, you know. But when Esau to tell you, let every man in your house, accept everybody, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, that's why you got
Love
this
everybody.
housing part.
You don't even know a person, you should love him.
Yeah.
You should accept him.
But here Esau won't let everybody into his house.
The so-called white man deals with unjust balance, you know. Here it is, you got the scriptures that tell you what's bad and what's wrong, and what's punishable with death, and what's worth stripes. But when you go to his courtroom, he'll just,
Do whatever you want.
he does what he wants, because he's going to make money off it, you know. When for instance, adultery, a situation of adultery, a guy that, that has killed a man and killed his woman because of the act of adultery, the so-called white men will lock him up for 20, 25 to life. Right. Make that man do about 30 years, then they'll kill him. Because what? He'll get free labor out that man, and he'll make money off that man, you know? Because now you got to pay to go to jail. Or you got to do your upkeep. I think it's like $1 a day.
Wow.
So if you don't have that $1 a day, what you gonna do? 4 cents 4 cents an hour? And I'm talking about it's guys that have been in that jail. Dude just told me. It's a guy. Dude learn actual like top skills in jail. Like here in New Jersey, you have a guy that has a skill that he can make like $21 an hour here. You know, it's a skill. They pay that motherfucker 4 cents in jail, man. You know?
Yeah, I got a homeboy that's locked up. He's going to be getting out next year. He done served about 12 years for some foolery he did. But the kid, you know, this guy, he was about to graduate from college. And he got locked up right before he was about to graduate. But he went inside and even got more smarter. You know, he picked up more books and read it. He got a lot of with him. He said when he get out, he don't want no helping hand. He said he on his job. He ain't doing that bullshit he was doing before. He don't need nobody helping him because his mind is down. I was like, that's what's up, man. You know?
I got one more example of Esau's wickedness, man. This came out today. I did a lesson on this early this morning, May 18th, 2019. All right, U.S. schools could be forced to let biological males join girls' sports teams under House-passed bill.
Oh, what? Read that again?
U.S. schools could be forced to let biological males join girls' sports teams.
How would they do that? For transsexuals?
For transsexuals. Under House-passed bills. So this is bills being passed by the Senate, man, by the very governing body of the United States of America, man. You know? Ain't going to show that's Esau, man.
Whoever would have thought you'd have like 100 Joanna mans in the WNBA, man. You know, when that movie first came out. You know, however long ago it did. And they made a damn joke out of it, man. And now you're gonna have an actual bunch of them running around, man.
Yeah, you got in UFC, there's an actual man that beat the hell out of him. Yeah, he's an actual man that had a sex change, and he believes inside his mind that he's a woman because he had a sex change and he do feminine things. He's fighting against women. He's in the women league. He's not fighting against men, you know. And he's beating their asses. And
Breaking their bones.
And the thing is, if you was born as a male, your bone structure, no matter what you think you are a male. Your bones get quicker. Your bones get a lot stronger than a female is. Because naturally, a woman is the what? Weaker vessel, man. And the dude Joe Rogan, I believe, he spoke about it, man. He was like, he don't see that this should be fair. They shouldn't do this because that's just a cheap way. You got a tranny fighting against a female, which is, you know, opposite sex, but he thinks he's of that sex, and he's beating their asses. So are you gonna? So when these women they get all mad, or these, you know, pussyfoot niggas, they say don't put your hands on a female. Well, what about that? What if this guy said, well, I believe I'm a female, so I could hit her, right? You know, like this, I got mindset type shit, man. You know? Yeah. I got quick precept. This is Jude chapter 1 verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. You know, and this brother brought out that article, you know, on how that they're allowing, they want to allow transgenders to play a role into sports, man. That's crazy, man. So they're actually, they're pushing more of this vibration. Let alone they passed in the 50 states, you get same-sex marriage, but now they still wanting more. So the scriptures tell us, even as Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, it says the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication. Now fornication is unlawful sex, man. You know, adultery is really unlawful sex, man, meaning anything that's not lawful as far as a man and a woman, man. You know, if you could doing incest or a father and his daughter, you know, you bestiality, that's all adultery, man. That's all wickedness, man. It says, and going after strange flesh. What's strange? 2 men laying down with each other, man.
2 women.
You know, 2 women laying down with each other. You know, here it is. You got a dude to say, you know, I ain't with that gay shit though. I wouldn't mind with 2 women get down. Man, you got something wrong with you, man. Cause that shit wicked, man. You know, and it's not cool because everybody else is doing this shit, man. If they doing it, you should not want to do it, man. You know?
Yeah, cause anything that causes a slippery slope, man, is wicked, man. Just so say you got 2 lesbians or whatever, they could begin to not to just want to be with each other and cancel out the men, now you got a slippery slope of unnatural things going on there, man. You know, because Most High meant for a man and a woman to be together, man.
They gotta go grab a strap on.
Yeah, come on, man. It's unnatural.
Hey,
You know?
when this devil with Obama being the puppet that he was, still is, he passed those laws and opened the doors for homosexuality. He opened the doors for all unlawful sex. Now you got so-called scholars doing shows, seminars on stage with their crowd and their people, telling them that we all have to accept the behavior of, we have to accept pedophilia, man.
That's why they allowing too many to adopt.
Little kids,
little boys,
yeah. And the lady was explaining how it's not a sickness that they have. This is something that they're born with, and you have to accept them. So since they opened the doors for homosexuality, you got so-called scholars saying that we should accept pedophilia. A grown man laying down with a little boy, man, you know, or a little girl, man. That's sickening, you know.
And Jake is full of shit, man, because they'll say, oh, you know, whatever, it's not, but wait until it knocks on their doorstep. Wait until somebody, wait until some grown man makes an advance on your little boy, or something. Hey, a lot of them women teachers, man, they some pedophiles too, man. They like playing around with little girls and little boys and shit like that, man. Fucking having sex, teachers having sex with their little students, man.
They be married too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
they be married.
Hey, you know how many cases where women get caught up to where they having sex with these young boys?
I got one more here. This thing came out in April 14th. U.S. only black all-male college, for example, like Morehouse College, all-male college to start taking transgender students who identify as men.
What?
So you're gonna have women who identify as men being accepted into Morehouse College.
You know, Negroes love dykes, man, especially dudes. I see it all the time, you know. Girl, yo, what's up, bro? What's up, my nigga? You know, sagging, hard. I see it all the time, man.
Yeah.
Jake, you know, so
Strong delusion.
look like a young mom.
Yeah. Young and Meg, yeah.
Snoop.
All she got is niggas in her you know, her videos.
Yeah.
Bitch is popping, you know.
And she making lyrics talking about how she stole a nigga's girl from her. She like how she fuck up and diss him like you a dude. Like, let me tell you something, man.
I thought that was a dude when she first came out. I was like, yo, that's a girl? I saw the video, I was like, yo, that's a girl.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. You women, let me say, these women believe that they, you know, the ones that got pride, they believe that they could, you know, fuck a man. You're not fucking a man. The man is always fucking you. His ride is inside of you. You're not inside of him. You can't get inside of him unless he's a homo. But he's inside of you. What you're doing is allowing him to pump you. Yeah, you can't beat him up. Exactly. You're not fucking him. He's fucking you. That's why when you women go and lay down with multiple men, guess what? It's you that took the L. It's you that took that L. Because now, look, this dude can say he been with you. That dude can say he been with you. You know? That's why a woman is supposed to be what? Treated as a princess, man. A woman's supposed to marry the one that takes her virginity, man. Right. You're not supposed to be hopping around. You devour your own self. And then now, down the line, let alone you got the nasty, abominable foods they eat. Then you got
Lifestyle.
Yeah, they lifestyle, drinking liquor, smoking cigarettes, and all that shit. You smell bad, man.
Yeah, they wear pants too.
And then on top of that, you wash it away with chemicals.
Yeah, listen, man, they take 2 minute showers.
Yeah, 2 minute showers and thinking you clean. They don't even want to take a bath because it takes too long. You know. Then some old lady, you know, they'll tell you, oh, put some vinegar in the water. That's just to tighten your shit up, but you're not cleaning the inside. You don't even know how to clean yourself, man. You know, not a woman.
Hey, back in the story of Susanna, she was oiling herself down, had a woman servant bring in the oils. And it tells you in the book of Esther, they had that woman purified for 6 months. In oils, man. Well, what the 6 month, 2 minute showers.
A woman's supposed to be soft, man. She's supposed to be a pillar of breast. You get with your woman, man.
She looks soft.
She hit niggas.
I got some real quick, man. What is it? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and 16. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandment of kings. So you got Edomites the Edomites that's making these laws, which all stem from the Greek Empire and the Roman Empire, and homosexuality. All these are customs that was kept in back in those days of being, basically rebirth, huh? It was normal for Romans, so-called Romans, Edomites, to molest little boys and ravage little girls, man. Mess with their sisters, sleep with, incest. It was no bestiality. Anything goes. It was normal to them. That now you don't see, Jake knows that sex trafficking is big amongst kids. So Jake saying anything about it? No. Because it's gradually everybody just accepting anything. You got weirdos, you got a guy, you got Jakes that come up looking like, what's that nigga name? What's that weird rapper? Young let's run the other one.
Oh, there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah. Got nigga like, what's his name? Dexter. Like he's from Chicago.
Famous Dexter.
Yeah, famous Dexter. Then you got the other guy. What's that?
Famous Dexter.
Green Dreads. He was in Bad and Bougie.
Oh, you talking about the devil worshiper?
Yeah.
Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got weird guys like that can come to Jersey and go anywhere, and our women will go there and flock to see him and love him. This nigga can do every gay performance, an abominable thing on stage, and they will love him, man.
Yeah, I got a precept. I could get Romans 1 and 24. 1 and 24. Because, hey, this homosexuality, hey, it's, you know what? Esau, hey, the scriptures tell us it has to wax worse, man. So we seeing what's worse, but it's going to get worse, sir. The iniquities, the iniquities got to increase, man. Upon the earth before the dreadful day of the Lord, man.
That's right. Everything got to get worse for it.
Yeah. You know what? And that just gives more righteousness to the Most High because this place is filthy, man.
All food to the fucker.
Yeah.
I got 126, right? 24. Yeah. Romans 1 and 24. Wherefore Yahawah also gave them up to uncleanness.
You know what? Start at
21. Romans 1 and 21. Because that when they knew Yahawah, they glorified him not as Yahawah, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination.
Hey, now there's a thing where, we was talking about this a little earlier, is that, Jake is not thankful at all, man. And us brothers are the hopeful elect, we're very thankful, man. We're very thankful, man. And that's one thing you have to be with the Most High, man, because just tissue to wipe your ass is beautiful, man.
Have a feeling.
Oh, body part. Yeah. Oh, that's the water. Yeah, like the brother said, feelings in your body part. Because the brother may mention about being blind.
You have a, brother's been, you use the bathroom, you sit down too long, your legs get numb. Yeah. Can you imagine that state? That's a stain, a permanent feeling. Yeah. You have a slip in your arm wrong and woke up, and you just numb. You got no blood circulation. Right. Can you imagine that's permanent?
Yeah. Gotta be thankful, man. The Lord gave us sight to see, man. And what's even better, the Lord gave us the understanding to see, man. Right. I could see all day long. These people could see all day long, but they can't understand. The Most High got them blinded, man.
Hey, if I could add too, you got certain Jakes. You got certain Jakes that may go away. You know what I'm saying? Certain Jakes from America that may go away to Cuba or DR, and they see how they living, and they'll come back. They'll say, they living fucked up. But then they come back here, they never pray. They still don't pray over their food. They still, you know what I'm saying? So you'll go and see the rougher conditions that people are living in, and you still not thankful.
Especially women.
Yeah.
For the women of our nation, going back to, what is it? Muhammad, I say that careless ones. But these women are actually, what's the movie? Girls Trip. These girls actually take the girls trip to Jamaica, cruise ships. Yeah. They go into these little places where it's impoverished. And these black women, they get more pride with that. Yeah, I live in America. I ain't gotta deal with that. But you not understanding.
You're not, right.
America better become worse in those third world countries, right? No? And Jacob go over there, you know, men, you know, they'll take, they'll do all sorts of nastiness, wickedness, think they live, you know, they get a little bit of attention, think they bosses, want to smoke cigars and all that. But they don't realize, man, you know, the so-called white man is doing you, they doing the brothers, which the tribe.
Right.
You know, in this predicament, man.
And the worst thing for a woman is liberty, man.
That's right.
Scriptures say liberty, God sent an apocrypha. You can bring up the scripture. I forgot.
Okay, it's about 26.
I got this real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9, and he said, "Go tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed."
That's why the scripture says, how should I talk to you spiritual things? You can't understand the carnal things, you know? Right. If you can't really even understand what's really going on in the world, money, you know, how to going back to the 1980s where, you know, them little small country towns had America used to have resources. We used to actually produce things here. Now, but what did they do? They took all those planting and those warehouse companies that were producing, and they shipped it overseas to, you know, pay the people 2 cents, 3 cents, no human rights, no insurance, no retirement, no 401k, and that's why you saw, what's that fat Edomite guy? Andy McDonald, he got that ugly ass chin. I don't know if brothers remember him. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. The fat Edomite, he made a documentary on that. How in the 1980s they took all the, you know, back in the country, you know, in those country town, everybody had that job. Everybody know each other. They retired. They had a 401k, and it was good. Could be. He got glasses. Yeah. That's it. Yep. He made a documentary on that, man. You know, and then those towns just started decaying. That's why when you go to the little small, I just went to a small ass town in Virginia, and Jake is fucking backwards, man. You know, and then you come to the inner cities, it's the same shit. You know, and when you try to tell our people this, they're our main enemy. They're our main opponents, man. But they can't see, you know, what's going on. So that's why when we got all this up, what's going to the scriptures, they just start talking shit with brothers, you know, because they haven't been there. You know, the Heavenly Father didn't give them eyes to see.
Even though they got physical eyes.
They got physical eyes, but they can't see like that. That's the second time that nigga did that, man. That nigga's blind, man.
Just going around in circles, man.
You know, I'm talking to him, I ain't getting
It also reminds me too of the Matrix, man. That's why the Matrix is so spiritual, because you got all these people still plugged into the system, and what? It was a great scene with Cypher when he was eating lunch
The steak,
with the agent. He was eating the steak, you know, and he's sitting there and he's like, I know this steak don't exist, you know what I mean? And that's what, like, all these things, like America is like this great place, it's some place that I could build in and build a future in, but really you're surrounded by rust, by concrete, and by abominable GMO foods, man. Ain't nothing here good.
We pay for water and electricity.
We supposed to live off the land. Right. We supposed to trade water with our neighbors, you know, or the case may be, or we had it. You know, we supposed to have a well in our yard, man. We ain't supposed to be going
all those up.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to be going to goddamn supermarket buying GMOs, man. You know, this devil got to fucking go,
pay
man.
For water.
Yeah.
In plastic.
Water.
Ezekiel, the 4th chapter tells you that's a curse, man. You know, buy water by the hin, you know, in their astonishment, man.
Now, you know, rent is bad enough, but, you know, if it was just rent we were paying, it would be a little bit more bad. A little bit. But then you add on the water, the electricity, then the cable, and then that just kills you right there. That's another, you know, your rent. I know in Jersey, what rent like $1,500, $1,600? Yeah. You know, 16, 17, like that.
1 bedroom. Depends on where you at, Nah, you can catch something for 900. You know what I'm saying? But the area probably be fucked up. The cheaper you go, the inside will be remodeled. They'll clean it up. It'll be dope in the inside. But then now you're outside, your car, the niggas on the block, niggas smoking weed, gunshots. And you be like, nah, I can't do it. I would love to, but look at this.
1,600.
Now I'm just gonna have to go pay 1,600. Yeah, exactly.
And then the water bill maybe another 100.
Yeah.
Then electricity maybe another 100. So that's 1,800. You know?
Hate these niggas.
And then your food is high. You know, this is oppression. And Jake can't see that. Jake wants to fight hard and keep paying it.
Hey, that's another thing about the Matrix too. What Morpheus said to Neo, he's like, you got to understand, those who aren't disconnected and unplugged from the system is potentially an agent, and they will fight and die to protect it, man. You know, and that's our people, man.
Going back to Esau has a little quote. Everybody has a price, because see that's why the elect you can't buy the elect off, because we want blood, we want justice, we want judgment, we want just balance, and we know what all the stuff that has happened to our people. Esau has to pay double. That's why I be joking with brothers on the joint. I be like, yo, I'm gonna buy me a bad Edomite nigga. He gonna be my fighter. He gonna be my go-to. And I'm gonna challenge brothers. I'm like, hey, your nigga gets my nigga. You know?
Hey, they did it to us.
Hey, put up 50 shekels of gold. Your nigga gets my nigga. Remember Troy and the Slave? When they had not Troy and the Slave, Django. When they had the two jakes beating each other in the room for entertainment, he gave them hammer. Yo, when I look at Dragon Ball Z, I think of tournaments like that. Dragon Ball Z Super, creating a villain, go against Esau. I think about things like that, you know?
The scriptures say we shall meditate terrors.
Right.
And one thing you were speaking about, I was just thinking about, you know, having Esau, because they did this to us. So do double unto them. You know, we're going to do the same, but it's going to be worse. Hey, have you a headbutting contest? You know, headbutting each other.
Esau already got the slapping contest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Slap the shit out of each other.
They was doing that to Jake, man. You know, they was having Jake headbutt each other.
And then they got
Word?
niggas boxing each other.
Crazy.
You got
Oh, that's the same
boxing
thing.
each other,
Knocking
UFC,
niggas' heads off.
It's entertainment. You got these niggas gang banging. Who's upgraded Bloods and Crips? You know?
Hey, I got a quick
We
freestyle.
are Jason. We are the super white man entertainment. Look at these black women. They're entertainment.
You can't take these women seriously, man. You taking them too serious, you out of your mind, man.
You already lost some bitches.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what's that new thing? You red pill.
Morpheus.
Yeah, blue pill.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of
Alpha male.
Like Midtown.
yeah, alpha male joint. There's a
Alpha
lot of
male,
things
yeah.
on these women, man.
Yeah.
They're telling like it is on these women, man.
Yeah, this is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, for my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know, ain't no one innocent, man. You being destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and it's not only being destroyed for the lack of knowledge, it's because they reject the knowledge, man. You know how many times, you know how long our apostles, our elder apostles, the GreatMillStone been out here teaching? I'm talking about consistently every week.
And look at these Latino niggas, man. Hispanic niggas. They out here amongst Jake, Judah, and these niggas still worrying about color. These niggas still die hard. That's a Cristo and Blanco.
Oh yeah.
You know? I'm about to go to BR. And I just imagine I'm going to when I was in BR, there used to be a Edomite statue, that's a statue like this. Hey, I used to want to knock that, I used to start telling so literally one night, come out here and knock that shit down. You know?
Hey, Northern niggas too, man. They Jake too.
Oh yeah.
You got some niggas in
Simmons.
Northern,
God
man.
damn.
Join the items. You see, with Ephraim, they had this in the car with the Jesucristo candle, with the all types of idolizing.
Yeah,
Right?
you go in the house, they got a sanctuary room, they got the dresser, they got the little the pictures, and then every time they want to pray, they go in the room, close the door, and they put the
Hail
You're
Mary.
not supposed to be doing that, man.
All you gotta do is put up Santeria or Brujeria, you know? And all that shit will come up.
They have them at the job too. Like I'll be delivering the pizzerias or whatever, and they you your money. There he is right there in the office, man.
Yeah. Come. Hey, that's how you know Northern Kingdom is so-called Puerto Ricans and Latinos, man. Because ain't no other idol worshiper like them goddamn Latinos, man.
Yeah.
Right. And like I said, these brothers been in Jersey. These brothers be around. I actually lived in the island with these motherfuckers. That's all I saw was idols, you know? Even my people from Cuba, they're into that brujeria, santeria shit, man. Blowing the chick, cutting the goat's head. They're into that shit, you know? Idols. Who's heavy into Catholicism? Northern Kingdom. You don't see East Indian dirt shit face. I call him dirt shit face. That's some ugly bastards, man. I saw some shit of East Elamites today. They were ugly as hell, man. Dark and ugly. And they're not, you don't see them other nations going dying hard for their power. I mean, their so-called power, you know? When it comes to Northern Kingdom and Judah, that's a different type of liquor.
That's how you know the Israelites, because what? They have the zeal, but not according to knowledge.
That's right.
You know? Like you said, the East Indians and all that stuff, they have their own gods, but they don't go as hard as they do, man.
Not at all.
I got a scripture. This is Hosea chapter 9, verse 13. It says, Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. All right? And that's also similar spiritually to bringing your children through the fire of Molech, man. Offering up to Baal. That's what you do spiritually when you bring them around all these dumb idols, man, and have them worship all these Jesus Christos, Serapis Christos, and whatever have you, Christianity, Catholicism, you know what I mean? You're spiritually bringing your children through the fire of Molech, man.
Yeah, think about it. Judah has the last name of Esau. Northern Kingdom have last names
Right.
of the conquistadors.
If brother, if I could add,
Yeah, man.
that's the spirit I was thinking at today, because when you read into the scriptures, we never had last names. It was the son of this, the son of that.
Yep.
So
What about the lineage of father?
right. So now it's like the scriptures say, basically like Esau,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, according to this system is our father. We got their last
Yeah,
name.
Valdez, Torres,
Yeah.
Rodriguez. Who else you have? Sanchez,
Yep.
Jorge.
Yeah, Santiago.
Jorge. All, those aren't Latino names. I mean, those are all Latino names. Those aren't,
Yeah, that's Spanish.
you know.
It's not Israel.
Then you got the whole Latino culture, which is what Goya, much salt, unhealthy food. You know, oh shit, pork, everything. Oh, Northern Kingdom love pork too.
Oh, hell
love
yeah.
that shit. They might go to the next level. Pork. They, I never really seen Judah have a whole pig on the grill. I've seen Northern Kingdom do it with the apple in his mouth, and they don't waste no parts of it. And they like blood sausage out there too. PR.
Yeah, I got a quick precept, because this goes back in history to with Jeroboam, man. All right, and how he's say Ephraim joined into idols. It lets you know that the Northern Kingdom, is joined into idols more than his other kingdom, man. This is what Jeroboam did. It says, 1 Kings 12 and 26, and Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah.
Beginning book of Tobit, it'll show you how that whole thing with the Jerusalem, the people the laws. But the rest of Tobit, Naphtali. Yeah. The rest of the house of Naphtali was into
Idol worship, yeah.
I'll tell you that right in the beginning of Tobit. That was a real serious thing. Like Jeroboam caught you going back to Southern Kingdom. That was very serious, man. Right. That split was really serious, man. That's why, and like I said, even to this day, that's why that the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Hispanics, we're the same people, but we got that
Esau.
it's that we still got that tension between us, man. But the Lord gonna bring all us back, Latinos and blacks and Hispanics back together through the scriptures. Right? Because like I said, what's it? Fernando don't like Moreno, Negro. Negro only look at Fernando as cocaine or drug. Los papi, que no la droga. You know, that's all. You know, that's really all our nature was, man.
Right.
Drug lords, man.
Right.
Some nigga shit.
Yeah.
And jumping back, it says, if this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto the Lord, unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah. And they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah. Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thou gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So,
And all the northern kingdom, all the king of northern kingdom were all with you.
yeah, man.
Hey, there's a scripture. I don't know if brothers know where it's at. It talks about how northern, they felt it too rough to be under the Assyrians, so they thought into their heart that they would come over here to America.
Second Ezra, the 13th chapter.
Second Ezra 13, and then the guy Bartholomew de las Casas, he was even
That's
saying,
a good book.
yeah,
That's a good book.
destruction of the Indies.
I got that. I got it with me.
Oh really? That's the spirit. He was even saying how that's why Esau that's why Esau also like they felt like they was doing a good thing by putting northern in slavery because they thought they were like beasts, you know what I'm saying? Because they were cutting people's hearts out. They show you that in Apocalypto.
Apocalypto, what's the other movie? But dang, I can't remember. What's the other guy name? There's a couple of them. Thoroughgood, Thomas Thoroughgood.
That sound familiar.
Bartholomew. There's another James the Dead.
Oh yeah, that's a
actually
good one.
study like the Native Americans, and when they a lot of them study even the tribes, and you know they tell you that those were Israelites.
And going back to that scripture, though, it shows you that convenience kills, man. You know, he said it's too much to go to Jerusalem.
Right.
Let's just worship money in.
That's a good point.
You know? And that's why people love Esau, because Esau's like the king of convenience, man. Yo, matter of fact, real quick, personal testimony, my car bill or whatever who I paid to, they want to charge me an extra $7 from now on if I use my debit card, just because it's convenient, man.
Wow.
You know, just so I don't have to send a letter out and shit like that. If I want to just use my card, an extra $7 for a convenience fee.
Well, it's the same thing like the gas station. I know over here it is. They put prices up. They say regular gas, but it's a difference if you pay with cash. You get your full amount. But if you
It's 5 cents more.
10 cents.
if you pay with card,
Right.
you know what I'm
They used
saying?
to do that shit a lot in Virginia. They don't do that shit no more.
And they don't, a lot of us don't even really be having cash on us like that anymore
They
anyway.
don't like
Exactly.
candy cash no more, man.
So Esau's a motherfucker, is a greedy bastard, man.
They get their cut out of us not carrying cash now. Because, you know, paying with card, what is it? Always a convenience fee. Always a fee of something.
Yeah, but I'm gonna jump back and finish this up. This is 1 Kings chapter 12 and 26. Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thou gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. That is going to fuck off,
Can't
man.
disrespect.
Yeah. Verse 29. And he set the one in Bethel and the other put he in Dan. And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
Hey, that also, like the brother was going into, if I could land back, because that also goes into the RFID shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's too much to, you know what I'm saying, so-called be a Christian. It's too much to, you know what I'm saying, worship your power. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to just serve Esau and get the chip.
That's right.
That's how Esau's gonna push it.
It's too easy to be that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. It's a thing that I say, you know, the spirit of power, Yahawashi, it's easy to be wicked, but it's hard to strive for righteousness each day, because each day we fighting, you know, in the spirit. You got the wicked thoughts that come in your mind. Shit, it be the Sabbath, you be like, I can just do it. We be like, nah. You know, so it's like we're fighting in our spirit, you know, against what's wrong, you know, because we're supposed to be disciplined, you know. None of us are perfect, but it's easy, like you said, it's easy to be that shit. It's easy to go get a blunt. It's easy to go get a gun. It's easy to
shoot the shit.
yo, what up, dog? To put that street talk, that yo, what I'm saying, though, and act ignorant.
Every day, don't
Like
work.
that shit is dumb as hell. Yo, I watch these little kids, man, and it's like I remember that time when I was young, and it was like you going to high school now, and it's like you gotta be a certain way because the pressure of your peers, the pressure of the school, your homeboys. So you gotta like, and you doing the walking shit like.
Then when you don't walk like that,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so now we older, and I look at these dudes, and then here it is, could be in a corner store. Bro, you don't gotta be that tough, man.
it's all an act.
Yeah, it is. It's like, can you get this juice? Thank you, though. Get the fuck up, like, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy over here? Why, what you super
He's
tough
got
for?
demons on
And
him.
then he outside.
A lot of these guys never grew up, man.
All that crazy
grown-ass
shit, man.
children, man.
Yeah, man.
Grown-ass baby.
Hey, even
You
grown
gotta prove
folks
something to somebody.
need they ass whooped, man. Because they ain't nothing but grown with a child's mind, man. Just like some of these women. These women got a little girl's mind, but she could be 30-something years old. She need to get bent over her and whoop her ass, man. With a belt, man, and beat her ass. Just like a child. Because you just older, but you think like a child. You act out like a child, man. You know, and especially these men, man. They not, you know.
And King David said he was 80 years old, 4 years old, he was still at war. So what if he was still in that same like that? I think he was still obeying by the laws.
That's you fuck.
I got a precept. It's Sirach 17 and 11. It says, beside this, he gave them knowledge in the law of life for inheritance. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments. Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their eyes heard his glorious voice. And he said unto them, beware of all unrighteousness. And he gave every man a commandment concerning his neighbor. Their ways are ever before him, and shall not be hid from his eyes. And it says, verse 17, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion, whom being his firstborn, he nourished it with discipline.
See, that's Israel, man. That's how we know, you know, that the Lord has only dealt with Israel, man, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanic, and Native and Seminole Indians, man. All right? He's only dealt with us, man. He disciplined us. All right? We're that portion of the Lord in the earth, man, that was made to be unto him, you know? And that's why the Lord, he says what? He has that cluster of great men. So even within the chosen vessel, he have a chosen within the vessel, right? You know, and that's beautiful because if the vessel get a little tainted, he can dig into the vessel and pull out you know, and pull out the pieces of gold and start the whole vessel all over again, man.
See.
You know, so you can never destroy us, Esau. You know.
Got more. It says, whom being his firstborn, he nourished it with discipline and giving him the light of his love, do not forsake him.
And that discipline comes to what? The laws, man. The laws and the statutes that the Heavenly Father gave us, man. That's why we are better than the other nations.
Right.
But right now, you look at our people, they're the worst of all the nations, man. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Good shit, man. Looking like shit.
They fight niggas.
Oh man.
Yo, where's this boy? My ass say what, nigga? You ain't
Well,
my
she'll bother
daddy.
you, too.
I'll beat your ass.
She'll throw them hands up with you too. I'm gonna keep going. It says, therefore, all their works are as the sun before him, and his eyes are continual upon their ways.
Ooh, you gotta hear that, man. The Lord's eyes is always continuing on our ways, man. And even in right now, in the worst of our condition our people are in, the Lord's eyes is on our ways, man. That's why he sent back Yahawashi to do his work, man. And Yahawashi fulfilled the will.
And another thing, he was an example of us that we can be like him and strive for perfection out of this wickedness. We ain't gotta be like the book. Cause that shit is an act.
Yep.
Yo, what's up, my nigga? You know, all that extra nigga.
Yeah.
That's an act.
Yeah.
You know? Yo, what's yo?
Yeah.
Yo, the girls like thugs, so Good second like Jesus. You know? Girl like bad guys. So we put on that act so I can get these girls.
Yep.
You know, and the Lord says that, man.
Yep.
You know?
He know who you seeking to please, man. See, us, we seek to please Yahawashi, man. You know, at the end of the day, we don't care what these people think, what they think of us right now.
Yeah, they say Yahawashi was the devil.
Devil, yep.
You know?
They said he had a devil, man. You know? Hey, they some of them, the
Wine Bible.
yeah,
All types of things,
gluttonous, you know? And they try to say Yahawashi's miracles is witchcraft. No, it wasn't, man. The miracles he performed was through the Heavenly Father. That's another thing that these people don't understand. When the Lord give us the spiritual powers to do the work, to glorify him in the earth, you're going to know that that's not something that David Blaine could do. Right. It's not something that Chris Angel could do. You know, these magic magicians, this dark magic, which is real. On the left side, I believe, Blake Griffin, David Blaine, I believe they was them guys back, doing the magic against Moses, man. You know, when he was in Egypt, he threw down the snake, and he said, I could do that. He threw down the snake, and then what the Most High did, the Most High had Moses' snake eat his snake, man, to show you my power is the top power, man. You know?
And that was left-handed power.
Yeah. And then when you look at that, I was talking with this brother Kahan last week about this. When you look at that story, and then you read Romans 9th chapter, and it goes into the Lord tell you that he hardened his heart, to really glorify the Most High's power in the earth, was that the Lord was sitting. It was that the Lord was literally on both sides. All right, watch this. Moses. He told Moses to put his hands in his bosom and take it out. And then he said, look, he showed them the miracles, and he said, go do it to them. Then Moses went up to them. He did the thing just to make them believe. And then here come the magician coming out. And that's witchcraft. I can do that too. Watch this, Pharaoh. And do something too to top Moses. But the Lord was with it, because the Lord controlled both sides, man.
Yeah, the Lord says, I create light and I create evil. I
create
darkness. You know?
Hey, but the Most High wasn't with the wicked. It was a point to his, how they say it in the world, method to his madness.
Okay, because it tells you in the end of the first book of Kings, but the council of Yahawah, it tells you he had a lying spirit. He came up to him and said, which one of y'all gonna go to Yahawah and deceive him to go to war with the king?
Right.
Kill him. No? Yeah.
Yeah,
same thing, with today. It has to be a bad guy. Because, for instance, how did Goku was known for his super strength? He took down the strongest opponent. Frieza, Cell, no, Gohan did that. The Megatrons, who was it? Majin Buu. What is Dragon Ball Z GT, Baby, all of them.
What about the gods and all that?
Oh yeah, the wolf,
Even in Dragon Ball Super, he turned blue and beat what's that guy named? Not Toppo, the other one. Jaden. Nah, Jaden.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah. And everybody that was on even on the tournament was just straight waiting to see them fight. And Goku defeated him, man. Yeah. And that's like the same thing with Esau and the Heavenly Father. It has to be a super, because when you leave it up to these niggas, like Lord Love said, if you look up to these niggas, you just go give them up. Now, when you look at these our people, man, these niggas love Esau. Yeah. These niggas love him. There's no fighting in Jake no more. Right. What's that old saying? If I can't beat him, my way join him. Yeah. So these, going back to the 1970s and 80s with the 5%er, all that black power shit failed them. These niggas is defeated, man. So that's, so Esau looks like he can never be taken down. His money's booming. He has the technology, military strength. The Lord is doing it. The Lord has Esau in the trick bag. The Lord has to have a super power so he can show his power. Who really gonna be known? Alright, for instance, it's a little midget guy, you beat him up, you ain't gonna be known for nothing for that, man. You ain't gonna get known for beating up some guy that's soft. Right. How did David get known? He beat Goliath. You know?
You bring it the challenge. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord is a God of a man of war.
He always put two against each other.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I got some. Genesis chapter 49, verse 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? You know, and that's how the brother was saying, man. You know, at one point, Judah was on Esau's ass, man. You know, and then eventually, he settled down, man, and began to love his oppressors, man. And he got that Stockholm syndrome. Like, look at Queen Latifah, you know, she's supposed to be the queen, black consciousness, and now she got blonde hair, man. Trying to be like the so-called white woman, man. So our people is destroyed, man. Some of them ain't interested in the kingdom unless Esau could be there too, man. You know?
I got this. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9, points a little bit down. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Hey, that's why they hate us so much. You know, when we speak the truth, which is Yahawashi, Yahawashi, they want us to tell them lies, man. You know, somebody, here it is, your grandmother, you be like, look, yo, the real reason why you got diabetes because the pork and this eating, this and that. She look at you with those bulge eyes. Who you talking to?
Yeah,
Wait. Who you talking to?
They being disrespectful.
I ain't never letting go my pork. And you be like, all right, you better, you done started something. I don't know what this do. You better get this boy out of my, like, yo, she start going into this rant. You be like, I was just trying to help.
Hey, or, you know, your grandmother
That's
had
bad,
1,000 things to say about niggas. When he start talking about the so-called white man, he's just, boy, you better shut your goddamn mouth.
Unless some Edomite on the job do her wrong. Or then he come home and these crackers.
These crackers, yeah.
Like, oh, you called them crackers? You know?
Hey, that same advice that you give him, that same woman will go to an Edomite, a doctor or something like that, and he'll give her the same advice, and then she'll might heart things.
Exactly.
Hey, the epitome of a nigga. He just do a bottle on the ground, trash like that.
You see that the little grate down there? Like we saw a dude like literally go like that and like take effort to sweep it underneath the thing, the garbage can right there.
Yeah.
Just like that's why the scriptures know of our people as Jerusalem, thou that slayest thy prophets, man.
Hey, like the brother said, man. When you look at our people, they done. And we was talking about this in the car. Like when the brother first touched down, man. You know, you can't save these niggas, man. You can't save them. They already so polluted that they're far gone. The only way you can help them is when the Lord get rid of them and then raise them back up right. That's why the Lord is going to deliver the elect and destroy 2/3 here in America, man. You know, but the elect is scattered
Because the Lord did it.
Yeah.
Just think about it. If the Lord, listen, if the Lord allowed that to happen to you, the Lord did it. Ain't nothing I can do for you. It's nothing. That's like if Jake win a lottery, $1 billion to try to help his community. It's not going to get back together. You still going to have that grimy nigga
Like
I'm
that.
gonna fuck your girl.
Nigga right there, trash can
Trash
right
can
there, the store right here. And then you know how Jake, we Jake, man. You know, we Southern Northern Kingdom, man, and we know how our people get down. Whenever our people was together, it's a form of niggerness going on. It's not upheld, upscaled, and right when you around your people. When you get around Esau, that's when it's like, oh no, pick that up, put it in the trash. Why you doing it? Oh, because you in Esau's city, and it looks more cleaner.
Like this, right? They're sorry to cut you off. Like if you see a dick on a bike, you automatically assume again. Yeah,
Grown man riding back.
yeah. Fuck this nigga, grown ass. Oh, okay, nigga. But when you look at Esau, cause I ride my bike to the gym. You know, and I can look at. I just look at see how Jake be looking. Okay.
Yeah. But you riding the bike.
Nigga, pump ass. Nigga. I choose to do this.
Right.
But when they see Esau, he's doing that for exercise.
Right.
He's just a good, law-abiding citizen.
And when it's how you know it's the difference. Hey. Now when Esau rides the bike, he got the helmet on,
Oscar.
He don't. You look. Esau. He got this thing where he think he's so clean or something where he can't like turn his shoulders. When Jake move, Jake lively, Jake like yo do like this. When he move, he go. Like it's like you like get your ass out of here, you fucking filthy animal. Go ahead, bring the scripture out.
All right, man. It said, get you, it says, verse 11, Isaiah 30 and 11, it says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression.
Oh my, you can't tell me these scriptures are not alive, man. You can't tell me, man.
The Latino one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, man. Hey, you can't tell me these scriptures not alive, man. You trust in oppression. Here it is. The Lord set up messengers, angels, man, in the flesh to tell you his word, to give you a message from the Most High directly, man. But here it is. You don't want to be told this truth. You rather mock and scoff it and misuse the prophets. Because why? The reason is because you love the oppression that you in. You think you can come up some other way. Oh, we gonna put our money together. We gotta get the black dollar, the black bank. We're gonna have the black neighborhood. What happened in the past when that happened? History tells it all, man. The Bible was history, man. They dropped bombs on you, man.
Hey, remember when the time of what? Zerubbabel was trying to build the temple back? And he told the heathen, "Oh, you got nothing to do with us." Then they went back and said, "Hey, we can't let Israel build that temple."
Hey, and then right now, I'm glad the brother said that because now we're building a spiritual temple, man. The real tabernacle of David, man. Not some building that Esau could put together and calling it the temple of David, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. The Lord is building up the spiritual temple, man. That's us. We as people of the Lord, who the Lord deal with, man.
You talk about these scriptures coming alive, man. It's like I'm glad the brother mentioned it before about how you have these so-called Spanish people with Espanol, last names, and that goes into the history of us being a conquered people from our oppressors. Now, if you watch books like Black Indians, if you read books like Black Indians, and another one,
they said they couldn't. I forgot what page it was. It tells you in that book. They tell you specifically they could not let Judah and the Southern Kingdom come together.
That's right.
They had to break that bond.
They would have
been forced to reckon.
That's right. They had to separate the two because that's how Esau does, is divide and conquer. So the way that they took down a lot of those people was through the use of their own people. Indians were taking down so-called Indians were taking down other Indians, and vice versa. But also too in that book, it'll illustrate to you that America, that the land known as America today was conquered by three different forces. You had the English, you had the French, and you had the Spanish. Going to show that how you have so-called Hispanic today with Espanol last names. You have Southern tribes, us right now with what? English last names, and then what? You have like the Levites out there speaking French, Creole. It all lines up, man.
Another thing, the same thing how they did Judah, the whitewashing. I remember seeing Telemundo, the Spanish channel. They used to buffoonery, grown-ass men talking like women. They always whitewashed. I remember even looking at, I don't know if your brother remember, but the old reggaeton back in the day, Daddy Yankee and them. They always had the white Spaniards, white Latinos. They never showed the dark ones that you see out here in Jersey, the brown skin ones. They always show you the light one, white, everything white. Right. And I remember even being in the islands, all they showed with Judah was thugs, robbers. I remember, I never forget, a Dominican, a Simeonite asked me, he was like, "Yo, are all black guys like that in America?" I said, "No, motherfucker. All Dominicans coke sniffers? Yeah. I'll put Puerto Rican sniff coke. Damn. Wow.
Shit, I grew up in Washington Heights, man. Like that's like baby Dominicana right there, man. That's baby Dominican. And hey, you got so-called Dominicans, which are Simeonites. Dark as hell, man.
Yep.
They don't
show that. But when they get, when you really talk to them, you can see it's in the Northern Kingdom Islands. It's not per se about racism. It's class. They show you it's a class. It's usually the class is dark. Then you have the brown amongst them. There's always that the white Spaniard class is above. So that's why the Dominicans and Latinos come over here. They don't know nothing about racism. They don't really. that's why when they come over here, they just stick to their own people. And plus, it goes back to that class and that reproach, the curses have been bestowed on our people. Because having black skin, dark skin, is actually, it's looked bad upon us among Northern Kingdom. That's why when you see Northern Kingdom, that's why when they pick the ethnicity, they always say Blanco. They be dark as me and you. They put Blanco, man. You know? You ask that guy right there in that truck, what's your ethnicity? Puerto Rican? No, what's your ethnicity? Oh, Blanco. Well, he might say, I don't know. You know? But they cherish that image, man.
Right.
But it go back to the media. So the same tactics that Esau did to Southern Kingdom, I call them Edomites times 2. Cause they die hard when it be like that. You know? They kiss their ass. They hate Judah, but they would kiss that white man's ass.
That's spiritual. It's that European.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's spiritual as hell.
Yeah.
2 times Edomite times 2.
I got some. So Jeremiah chapter 5, verses 31. It says the prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so. And what will you do in the end thereof? Right, so these majority of these so-called Hispanics, man, and these niggas too, man, they love the wickedness that's going on, man. They good worshiping Serapis Christians, man. And they don't want shit to change, man. They stuck in their ways with that, man.
I remember I was in this bar in Puerto Rico. And this Puerto Rican guy, he came up with a BaHaSham on his arm. I wanted to say something to him so bad, I was like, that nigga probably killed me over here. I remember going through certain alleys in Puerto Rico, man, and I see a big, I'm talking about maybe head. So man. You be like, yo, what the fuck? And it's so demonic. Cause you look at this shit looking at you.
Be going from the Ghostbusters and shit.
I got it. It's Deuteronomy 4:1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, to the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live. And go in and possess the land which the Lord, thy power of your fathers, giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your power, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what the Lord did because of Baal-Peor. For all the men that follow Baal-Peor, the Lord thy power hath destroyed them among you. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your power are alive, every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord thy power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land where ye go to possess it. The point right here. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. But what nation is there so great?
So what made us great was keeping the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High, man. That's what made us a great people. You can go into Isaiah, the 1st chapter, where the scriptures say he has become dross. Now look at us. Look at Jake, man.
Hey, Lord, what Ezekiel 16? Look at Ezekiel 16, how he made Israel beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
He made them beautiful. Now look at these niggas.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. And they don't even know what they look like.
They just got too much.
They can never understand this conversation on this side, man. In the kingdom, when their head's going to be down, even though they're going to be good, but they're going to be shamed, they're going to say, well, damn, why couldn't I just get myself together? I look bad, man.
This is why Esau's mad at the prophets, man, because we're outside of that box. Esau had worked so hard as far as what the brother was going into with whitewashing and with Telemundo and putting these white images up. And a lot of those were Spaniards, man. A lot of them were Edomites, man, that they put up in front of on the TV and on Telemundo, man. So now we hate our color, we hate our people, and then now they gave us this fucking culture, okay, which Esau it's an engineered culture. That's all it is, man. Yeah. Black and Latino culture right now is an engineered culture by Esau, the so-called white man.
Hey, that's how you can tell each tribe, the difference between each tribe. You can tell the Puerto Rican, you can tell the Dominican,
Right.
you can tell the Jamaican, you can tell the who's a Gada. I mean, so-called Native American. When they doing that little parade, oh, those Native Americans. Culture. When you see a black man, you know, oh, yeah, he black.
Yeah.
It was designed.
Yep.
You know, when you hear reggaeton,
Yeah.
when you hear bachata, merengue, that's simple. You know?
I got some. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a...
No, you got it.
Comment says, how then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Why would you say somebody look up degenerate? Degenerate because degenerate plant. How did we become this degenerate plant, man? But we were so beautiful, man. The land we sat in, the land that we had, Israel, it was beautiful, man.
Hey, and it was up there on high.
Yeah.
So anybody couldn't just war against it unless they had a strategic. Because when you above something, you can't. You have the advantage.
Right.
You know, if you on the bottom, man, somebody set up shop and just launch shit in there, suppress their water source because, you know, if you got water sources coming from down, all you gotta do is block up the source. You can suppress somebody, right? You know? It's crazy how the Lord blessed us with the uniqueness that they give. I got two more. No. It says, go back to 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who have Yahawah so nigh to them? As the Lord, our power is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
Hey, that's just to show you, man. And this is what we coming back to, man. This is what we praying to Yahawah BaHaSham to bring us back into the people, to make us even better than what it was before, from the very beginning, man. You know?
I got some that's real quick. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. My son.
Hey, hold on, Bob, real quick.
This is a sawar in the Hebrew. It means degenerate. Strong's definition, probably passive participle of turned off, i.e. deteriorated.
Oh my God. Don't these people look deteriorated?
Hey, how do you know the Lord's people? Through the curses.
Right.
Who's deteriorated? Go to Puerto Rico. Go to Dominican Republic. They call Puerto Rico Welfare Island. Look at the Dominican Republic. All the women damn near prostitute. Look at Cuba. I got cousins in Cuba. They say the economy is bad. Go to Mexico, El Salvador, Venezuela.
Oh man.
Look at
Get
Brazil.
about it.
Look at the favelas. Look at the caseríos, the barrios, man. That's how you know that we are depleted, degenerated people, man. Depleted, deteriorated.
Like you said, how do you know Israel? The curses.
I'll never forget. I walked to one of the projects in Bayamon. And niggas doing the same thing niggas doing here. Standing out, shooting the shit. I happened to walk by, one Puerto Rican. I looked back, he looked at me. What was that? You know? Depleted, you know? Depleted.
Nigga shit. Yeah, man.
Man, speaking of them being deteriorated, Ephraim went from the top of the northern to fucking Donald Trump. He was like this, passing out paper towels to them niggas. You can't get lower than that, man.
You know, another thing that told you how Ephraim is the top tribe. I remember a lot of other tribes followed Ephraim. With the going back to the reggaeton era, all the other tribes used to listen to reggaeton, even with salsa. When the salsa moved, Tito Puente and the Fania, all the other tribes started. You still have Zebulon, he was still into the congas and still to the salsa. But when Ephraim was into when that music was heavy, I always shout out to other countries. The other countries always flocked to Ephraim. Like Big Pun, everybody, when Big Pun was hot. Everybody, every Puerto Rican, every other tribe wanted to be Ephraim. I remember even Judah, he had no curly hair. I'm Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican.
Hey, with the black women, you know? Hey, the black woman is quick to say, and she was like, oh, damn, girl, your daughter got some good hair. But she got some Puerto Rican in her? Yeah. It's on his daddy's side. On his daddy's side.
But that was, being a Puerto Rican was, even in the scripture tell you, because Manasseh, Cubans are brothers, Manasseh through Joseph, Manasseh and Ephraim. That's why you have, it's so spiritual. It's stupid. Yo, people can see this is stupid, but the 12 tribes saw. It's stupid. You have Puerto Rican flag and the Cuban flag are damn near identical.
Yep.
And they're the brothers.
Yep.
And even in the salsa movie, they always shouted at each other. The congas, everything. The beats. But 12 tribes sign ain't acting. Come on, man. Simeon and Levi is on the same line. Come on, man.
Cruelty in both of them.
That's what I'm saying. Blue Hari and voodoo.
Right.
Come on, man.
Hey, then again, deteriorated.
Yeah.
How do you know the Israelites? Through the curses.
Levi.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahawah thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which I command thee. Right? Let me get the point. Right? And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Which means a time, right? Because it's not going to be for eternity. To the fact that the Lord is not going to ever pull us back out of this darkness, but that's how we can tell who the Israelites are, man. And as he was speaking and talking about the curses, them two women that got off the bus, you look like shit, man. And back and
It tells you the scripture. Yeah, it tells you the scripture. It tell you we shall worship wood and stone that our forefather had never even heard of. Right? And these niggas is, you have a whole community of Judah. All them niggas worship something different.
Right.
It's crazy, man. And you look at our people, man, if they was in their right mind and they was worshiping Yahawah, BaHaSham, Rawchaa, and say, I don't know this person, and when I see him here, we will all respect one another because we got under the same faith, under the same name. We'll all be what? Fearing the Most High, because that's what it is. You got to fear the Most High, man. And that's the big difference, man. Elder Apostle Qadash, y'all saw the video? He did one video, he was talking about how, I think he was getting on the Christians or something. He was saying how the difference is fear. He feared the Most High. They don't fear, man. Love and fear, Oh yeah, he was saying that they say that they love Jesus Christ, but except they don't fear. We fear.
One thing it tells you in the scripture, you have to worship the Lord in power and truth. You can't just call out in John 3:16, man. Do you accept Lord as your Lord and Savior? Okay. It's more than that, man.
Yeah.
That's like a cover-up. There's way more than that, man.
And then also too, man, with that fear, man, that their fear is taught by the precepts of men. You see? Right. So this is why, they don't really fear the Lord like that, man. They don't really take it to heart, man. They don't take this. They take the scriptures and they put it in a box, man, and then they go and deal with the world. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever they don't think to marry the two. No. They don't think that what they're going through in the world is what you got to marry the scriptures with it, man. You can't take the scriptures and leave it separate and then just deal with the world, man. You can't do that, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You can't have two messages.
Right, and that's the separation between church and state, man.
Yeah, I got it. Finish the definition.
I got more on the online etymology. All right. So degenerate, late 15th century, having lost or suffered impairment to the qualities proper to the race or kind. All right. So hey, we discontinued from our heritage. Jeremiah 17 and 4. It says to be inferior to one's ancestors to become unlike one's race or kind.
I said before, loss of quality.
Having lost or suffered impairment to the qualities proper to the race or kind, right? To be inferior to one's ancestors, to become unlike one's race or kind.
To be inferior to one's ancestors. We're not like, this Jake is nowhere near like their ancestors.
Right.
You're completely depleted. You're done. You don't have a fighting bone in you. When you talk about even going as far back to the 60s or something, you know, to the 70s, hey, where's these where they true activists at? Where's they Malcolm X? You know, they don't have it. You know, this generation today that's in the earth, it's all folly. They don't even have someone that has a fighting spirit, man. Where's your Tupac? You know, even though these guys is not men of the Lord, but where is your where are you compared to where you was in the past? You know?
Yeah. Hey, and that's why they call us Gentiles.
Right.
That's why we're Gentiles in the scriptures.
Can you read that beginning part? I put something there. The beginning of what you was reading.
Yeah. All right. This is having lost or suffered impairment to.
And Jake is impaired, man. Spiritually impaired, mentally impaired, physically impaired. You know. And then they got to learn to have pride, man. On top of that, man, and they look at this as a lowly thing, man. And this is what our glory is supposed to be, man. Okay, all right. And now we're coming back into our power, and Jake got a problem with it, man. You know, because these are the people that put us in a situation that we had got ourselves into from the beginning, man.
Yeah, Jake had this mindset of this false perfection, where they got a day off. They got a paycheck in their pocket. They got some fly kicks on, new outfit. They grilling some salmon, and they cruising with some Coronas or on the side, and the game is on. That's a false perfection. Now you come with, and at the end of the day, you be like, yo, man, they had a good ass. I'm blessed, yo. Word, your wife over there too. Get some at night. Like that's a false perfection, man. We supposed to rule this earth, man. We supposed to have power over this, man, and that's why Yahawashi is gonna return, man.
Yeah, how you blessed paying taxes?
Yeah. Hey, when you start talking about owning the world, people start walking away. Oh, what he talking about? We'll never do that. You know?
Bring them on the slaves.
Oh, yeah, they definitely. Yeah.
Niggas scattered. They turn into a slave.
Hey,
No slave.
hey, they be like, hey, I don't know what he talking about.
He said, where's the
They was doing that. Remember we was downtown Newark and shit. You had people getting the cops, trying to get the cops on us and shit.
Yeah.
And even Jake knows deep down inside that this man is a damn devil, man. But when you want to talk heart to heart with them, man, they still want to walk on eggshells, man. Like, yeah. You know, they scared. They're scared to come out with it, man. And it's a generational fear, man. That's been instilled and been passed down, man. And you see the Jakes today with that remnant of that fear, man, towards the oppressor, man. Yeah, you got something, brother.
This is Proverbs 16:5. Everyone that is proud in his heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
So you pride in your mind, man. You know, our people got hella pride, man. A woman thinks she's in a authority as a man, you know, because they could call 911 or she could call her brothers up and things like that, man. You know, her uncle, yeah, like what Uncle Goofy is, you know. Hey, read it, brother. Sorry, you got it?
Yeah. I got a couple more there too. It says Proverbs 16:5.
Huh? Israelites.
Oh man.
GMS.
Is that a training?
GreatMillStone, baby.
Yeah.
Is that a training? Is that a training?
Hey, driving by like what the fuck? What are we called? I don't know what
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
That right there kills these rappers, man. Because all rappers are proud.
Hell yeah.
So if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite and you're a rapper, that's an abomination to be proud, man. All rappers are proud, man. If you're not proud, you can't be a rapper. You gotta have this pride to you.
You gotta have that like you're above it.
Yeah. And when they do their videos, like they really a god. It's But dude, you ain't doing nothing. It's just a video, my man, and everything is staged in the video and rented, you know. So if you call yourself a part of that shit, man.
What's that guy, 21 Savage, you talking about? I can get you goons. I can get you fake jury.
Oh.
I can get you fake beef. That's why they ship
Oh,
this.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why they
yeah, yeah, yeah.
deported
I heard
him.
that.
Didn't they really deport him?
Yeah, to
Back to London.
Back to London, yeah.
Yeah, cause he made some quote saying he was like, yeah, I can get if you want to make it in the industry, I can get you goons, I can get you a name.
He was exposing the truth.
Yeah, he was supposed to. It's fake.
It's all fake, yeah.
I can get you girls. Hold on. It says, Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
And a haughty spirit before a fall, man. So there you go, man. All that pride that our people have, man, they don't want to humble down into the truth. You know, you can't settle down. You can't repent. You're gonna have a haughty fall, man. And it's gonna be a great fall, man. And there's gonna be shame upon you in front of all the world, man. You know, people satisfy themselves with this thing where, oh, we all gonna die. But guess what? Nah. Not all of us gonna die, but the ones that do die, all right, that's up to 2/3. Not all dying. And then it's like, well, because you know, they'll comfort themselves, like, look, man, hey, you know, shit, we just that group thing. We cool. No, each individually, one of you or all of you gonna be shamed, man. And you're gonna carry that shame, man. You know, that's a big difference because right, it's today, you got that rap shit, and you got a lot of them, these artists are bending over and getting on their knees and blowing record execs and whoever it is that's set up over them for fame. And what it is, they comfort themselves because they tell them, look, you know, Jay-Z had to do it. You know, Bow Wow did it. What you ashamed for? It's also part of the club. You're part of the club now. So you got you women. Like, come on, you ain't bad. You get the bad. It's bad. Yeah, don't think that you did. They all doing it. This is what we do. We'll get you in the flyer. They snort a white line right in front of you.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Join the party.
Join the party. Yeah. So they comfort themselves in it. It's like, well, fuck it, I'm out to wild out then. I don't get, man, fuck it, is what it is.
What you got to lose?
Yeah, what you got to lose? But that's how Jake would work something. They'll put something together like that to soothe their pain, you know, or they'll stay in the clubs or stay in the light so that they can never sit down and realize what the fuck is going on to them. Right. You know, but the Most High is the power, man. He's gonna bring the mirror right before you, man. And you're gonna have to face the music, man.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures say, be sober, be diligent, for your adversary the devil is always coming down as a roaring lion seeking to whom he may devour.
That's why the scripture says, well, you sold your soul for naught. Because also what they'll try and do is try and buy up the store, rock all his jewelry to make themselves feel better that they got popped in the ass, man. But no amount of nice
Get tatted up too.
Yeah, they tend to be manly, man.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, the sunglasses.
Oh, yeah, that sets it off right there.
And then
Never show the eyes again.
And then he'll leak a video with him and sex tape with a woman. So it'll be known that he like women.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You guys are fake. You rappers are fake, man.
And that just goes to show you this man's a damn devil, man, because here it is. The Lord, at our Lord's estate, you got certain people that the Lord gave their God-given talents, and the white man takes it and exploits it. You know what I'm saying? So not letting him be whatever, even if he is a breaded circus, all right, for the masses, but you got to be able to do something to actually really get this. You know what I'm saying? Because I have possession of this wealth. So now, if you want this wealth, you got to do X, Y, and Z, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, you got to go off. Okay, you got to go off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we know who you are. Okay, and like the more of you that we can get, and the more masses of the people that you can get to follow you. Okay, all right, it's killing the bird with two stones.
Past, I asked y'all what y'all practice, and y'all said Israelites. My friends teach me about y'all. Y'all have anything I can study?
YouTube.
GreatMillStone.
GreatMillStone.
GMS.
GreatMillStone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
And then, man, fucking says, man, about these damn celebrities as well, man. Look, they don't even have real riches, man. You know, they got Federal Reserve notes, man. A lot of these rappers and shit, they don't have a vault with a whole bunch of gold in it, man. You know, the elites keep that for themselves, man.
Get out of
So that damn Federal Reserve note, man, it's like bait for you niggas to remain wicked, man. You know, you don't have no real gold, and that's why when the dollar collapses, you're gonna be broke just like the rest of us, man.
Yeah, one thing they tell, you know, the niggas in the rap, they'll really make them as gods. So that nigga Daddy Yankee is a real fucking beat.
Yeah.
When that nigga look at his video, we all nigga triangles, Illuminati shit, that nigga was dope. But he really was a pioneer. Nigga, no, he got talent. That nigga made records, the hits. The nigga sold dope. This is sold dope. Donald Mar, all of them niggas throwing out. That's why a lot of them now, you know, slack. That's why a lot of them dudes ended up bad on drugs.
You seen the dude Bad Bunny? That nigga, yeah, he got painted nails and shit.
And he's
Green hair.
That's Nicky John. It's Nicky John.
Oh, okay.
And Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, he's good. But again, it's hot shit. But they push him out there.
Yeah.
He basically Jake fucked anybody that's on TV. And his name is Ring. Because it tells you in the scripture a good name. It's all about a name. Yeah, that's what it's always about. It's always about a class and a status and a name.
Right.
And when Esau give it to you, I'm gonna flock to that. But the thing about it, Bad Bunny is fucking weird. Like yo, the dude's a fucking, he's weird. He's weird as shit. You know? Even some years do Alafa, shit hot. I lie to you not, this shit is hot. Them niggas sold out, man. Them niggas they took that deal, man.
He still got his hands in everything, man.
Omega and Fuerte. Who else you got out there? Hell. All them Latino niggas, man. All them niggas sold out. Them niggas come out with a song, them niggas a day, million views. Them niggas sold out, man.
Yeah, I got a preset.
We come out with this.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, 20 views.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's a lot.
In a month. You know what I'm saying, huh? Damn, I got 20 views.
Yeah.
20
Hey, the guy, what's the guy I had an argument with? He went on Doggy Diamond. You know he an Israelite. What's his name? Damn, Shalamar know what I'm talking about. I was arguing with him on a comic board. I did a video on him from he was wicked. He was going off. I forgot this guy's name. But this one I had the other page before they took it down. GMS Showed the Faith, the regular. Yeah. And you know, I have, I don't know, like I guess 3,000, 4,000 subscribers, whatever. I did the video on him because he was going off. I forgot what it was. He commented on the video, and you know what he said? He said, ain't nobody watching this shit. You only got 100 and something views. Laughing out loud, like if I'm supposed to feel that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what, hey, you got Jake caught up in that shit, man.
Yeah,
You got Jake
Vainglory.
Yeah, Vainglory, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's supposed to be an Israelite. Shaped up, jury all. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with jury, but he was shaped up, taped up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going the fuck off, man. He ain't carnal, man.
Jeremiah 9:23. Thus said the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to be guilty of these things, man, because that gives you that state of pride, man. You know, you think that you know, you're somebody who really you're nothing, man.
When I help with this, when you know for riding the Range Rover, you think the first one to keep on hitting. Get your ass. That nigga got money. Pull you out the car, beat the hell out you.
Yeah. And then you're gonna be laughing at you. Like I know you got but you got Jay-Z, you got these people out high status. They're in the earth considered a god. They talk about Nipsey Hussle they lost the leader of this generation.
Yeah, he was that nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And here it is. You know, these ones that's still alive, these celebrities, when they fall low, you're gonna be not only trampled over, but the same ones that you call your fans and they worship you. But guess what? You're gonna be shamed, man. You know?
I got two scriptures. First one is Proverbs, the 11th chapter and the 4th verse. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. All right, so righteousness profits not in the day of evil, man. You know, I'll read it again. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death, man.
Hey, if I go out, man, you know, all these celebrities, man. Hey, when like the brother was saying, say Cardi B or somebody, they'll see Cardi B. Yo, Cardi B, get out of me, please. she'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I can't, whatever. She was, yo, what? Fuck you, Cardi B. They gonna turn on them, man. They gonna expect their role figure or whatever to help them out. And then they go shit on them like, I don't stuff my feelings. Word, fuck you, Cardi B.
Hey, remember Big Boy from Outkast?
Yeah.
He went to Dominican Republic, and the kids in there robbed him. He was on I think he was either on the 4-wheeler or the go-kart. And he gave one $1, and the whole crew came in. Yo, man, yo, he's like, man, you know, he talking about it. Yeah, come get that boy. Get that boy. And they just ran, yo. They took all his shit. Hey. Go ahead.
I got one more. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
So I gotta go back to the rap thing with this Israelite thing. They pushing this rap shit because they looking for vainglory. BaHaSham, do it one more time.
All right? It says Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled.
In that rap videos, what are you looking like? Die, Esau.
Banging on Esau.
What's the other one? I ain't never been a weak Jew.
I ain't never been a weak Jew.
What's Rawchaa? The dancing video clap.
Oh, hey, cool, man. Hey, this is why you're not supposed to be, if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you have to follow the ways of the Lord, man. The Lord expects us to be in a certain state of mind, man. This truth is serious, man. See, we laughing about it because we see the fuckery of it, man. You know, we see guys that's carnal, that they're not willing to take reproof. They want to continue to be that way. They're forcing others to taste of that same blood, man. You know, you got guys coming out of the world, man. You understand the world is wild. You got men coming from different walks of life, man. You got men that was gangbangers. You got men that were murderers. You got men that went to jail. You got men that, you know, probably a little geek, book smart, whatever. You got men all over. And when you got this world thing, this favorite thing of rapping, and you got what Ephraimite or Judite is not a rapper? Everybody raps, man.
Oh, so you got the same thing, rap battles. They do that among the Dominican Republic. And you got girls doing it. Yo, I said, what the fuck is this? I skipped it, and she was like, Mama, where was she? Said, suck my dick.
Hey, man. And this right here is supposed to be holy, man. We supposed to be coming back into something holy. Lord ain't with rappers, man. He ain't with that shit, man. He don't care about you making a video talking about Esau. That ain't, man, he don't need you to spread his word that way. He set us up on these corners, and he gave us these the internet, man. That's it. Just teach as the apostles tell us, man. All that other stuff is bringing in demons, man. You know, it's bringing in angels, man. And they're gonna start blaming you for shit that you probably, you know Esau's the devil. And when they start pointing their fingers saying you did shit and you really ain't do shit, then you gotta suffer for your wickedness, man. Your carnalness, man.
And they were whoever went, Vocab Malone, he did that little documentary on Sakari. That little rap music went perfect with his documentary, making them look like terrorists, man. It looked like an episode of Gangland, man. And they had their music in the back, you know?
Signs and all this shit.
Now, holy means separate. So you're supposed to be separated from the world. That shit is some worldly shit, right?
Yeah. 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, it is not of the Father, but of the world.
Pride of life, you know? Hey, like this brother said, he said the word holy means separate, man. And we're supposed to be separate from the world. Me personally, I want to be separate from the world because the Lord is about to judge the world. I don't want to be a part of the world. He's about to destroy the world. I'd rather be with him. I'd rather be under his shadows, man. You know, to where he can exempt from me to see his indignation, man. May the Lord have mercy on us, brothers, man.
Right.
That's why we do this work, man.
We saw that new video that they came out, the dude from South Carolina, Bible street teachers was talking about it. And it was like a video where it was all red background and they were around a campfire.
Oh, yeah.
You know that video? I forget the name of the group, but I remember I was sitting there looking at it, and I was thinking, I was like, yo, this looks like Mobb Deep, Shook One's video.
Well, that dude, he's from Rawchaa. The one, the rapper,
Is he?
the dark-skinned one.
Get out of here.
The other one was AOC. That was the leader.
Okay.
The leader from AOC. You
Oh,
saw that
you
video?
talking
The
about,
brother from South Carolina did a video on it. I put it on the channel too.
That was some nigga
Oh,
shit,
no.
man.
The ones that when he was out in LA, fellas from the LA camp see him out there. That's the one.
Nah, it's the video. You might even see.
He's speaking the truth though.
Yeah. Well, they
Killer Priest?
The AOC leader, the Gadite, the one that know all the scriptures and all that stuff. He in the video rapping. First time seeing him in the video rapping with this guy, the one that was in Wu-Tang, the one that was in Rawchaa with the dreads.
Okay.
He in there, you know, he always been rapping. The one that talk about we got to start a revolution and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, it looked like a damn Mobb Deep Shook One video.
All the HOI guys. There's another guy that went Timothy Snake too. That's one dude I know. He did it like this. I'm like, yo, what's the point of this, man?
Right.
I got a quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
John 12:25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
That's why Yahawashi stressed. He said, you know, take on no reputation.
Right.
He didn't think that image putting on a reputation for us to be glorified. He said when we do the work, it's supposed to be it's doing unprofitable circle. We're supposed to be like, all right, that work's done. I gotta do better. Even if it was good work and brothers was commending you on it, and then that was edifying, you gotta still do more work. You can't just live off that moment. You know, nah, that's not just you ain't gonna get salvation off of that. You gotta continue to endure. You gotta continue to keep producing like that, man. You know, think it again, BaHaSham?
Yeah, and to add to what you're saying, that our righteousness is as filthy rags. So you can't do enough.
Yeah, that's what you constantly gotta. Yo, you gotta constantly prove yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you say, work out thy own salvation. Fear and trembling.
John 12:25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Exactly. One thing about being a prophet, this is the story of Jonah, man. Jonah, he's a prophet, but he ran away from the word. But his story was edifying, all right, for us to know that you can't get away from the Most High, man. So real quick, so now you got these guys that want to be promoted as these super guys, you know, rap videos and that's the rapper, that's the dope video, bro. You know, you got this guy Sakari, you know, hey, you did it, bro. You ain't denouncing either. So I'm bringing it up. You know, the my brothers, you know, the real brothers, true brothers of the Lord. You accept the rewards, man. You accept the reward. You got a reward from the house of unconsciousness, and he was the prophet of the year, something like that. You're not supposed to be receiving things like that, man. Yeah. The dead giving you rewards, that means you must be perfect for Satan.
Lord of the flies.
Satan rewarded you, man. And how Satan rewards you? He make people look up to you. He make people be fans unto you. They start to worship you. You know, that's what you want. That's Satan.
Another thing too. That's why the elders is righteous for this. They don't allow women in the congregation. A lot of the stuff they do is because they have wives and women. A lot of women in their congregation. So when you look up, even go on a little social media, you see all the girls taking pictures with them. They talk about women, man. Vainglory.
They're trying to do righteous poses. Like he's righteous. You got to stab his hand. They like super Israelites. Come on, man. Get out of here, man.
Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Right, you're supposed to be yourself, man.
Be yourself.
Hey, you got it out there, you know? Yeah. Hey, we said we're special people. You know, you're supposed to act like you're special, act like you're
Right.
You got some sense above these other nations, man.
Right.
You don't want to look like the rest of these Gentiles, man. I'm talking, referring to the Israelite foreigners, you know? You know, our people become Gentiles, man. They don't know the Lord. Yeah, this guy, this little kid over there, you know, looking at us because it's like a maze, like, you know, what they talking about, you know, what they wearing, you know, what's that, some religious stuff? Yeah, they don't give a damn.
Yeah. Hey, that's our society, man. Cause like brother was going into earlier, when Esau see an average Jake, you automatically look at him as a nigga. So when brothers like even vocab, he talks shit about GreatMillStone. But one thing he never mentions is like GreatMillStone we talk about brotherhood too. You know what I'm saying? Why is that, you know what I'm saying, brought up when you bring up GreatMillStone?
Ain't nothing like brotherhood or brother. Ain't nothing. Ain't no other nation has brotherhood like Israel. That's why they had to break that. That's why Esau had to come down upon our people like we did. We are the strongest people. We ain't nothing. No other nation has brotherly love like Jacob. We the steady the world. You know?
Hey, like just a man back with what you brother was just saying. Even when you got guys in the world that greet each other, man. They greet each other how they greet each other in the world. Pound and a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Jake does, man. And all the tribes do it, man.
Mm-hmm. Jake, yo, that's like if you know like a so-called Latino or Hispanic, like yo, they got your back. If you know like a certain Judite, I remember Judah different back in the day. If Judah had your back, it couldn't nobody break your bond. I mean, it was to the point, you know, it could be 1,000 people come down the street. Hey, man, you ready, man? Yo, let's go. You know? There's no bond like Israel. That's why they had to strategically destroy the men like they did of our nation. That's why you got Puerto Ricans don't like blacks. That's why you like Puerto Ricans don't like the men.
Black
You know,
and white.
Mexican, yeah. El Salvadorians don't like Guatemala. I see a lot of them fights. I see a lot of them fights too. We playing soccer. El Salvadorians and Guatemala hate each other. Hey, don't call a Puerto Rican Mexican. Might get bucked.
Hey, there's a show called Hello on Wheels, man. You know, brothers probably seen it. And it's in like one of the last seasons, man. We had a bunch of our people, a bunch of Judites, right, that was working on the train. And what happened was this one Edomite was beginning to sell out land. You know, like yo, buy this land. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be booming. You know, it's gonna be a major railroad hub. All right, but what happened? All the Judites, Jake got together. They started putting their money together, man, immediately. And then he came, whatever. He got a sack of money. He came to the Edomite who was selling the land. He was like, look, we want to buy land. They came together as one. But then you had a whole bunch of Edomites, you know, they was by themselves, man. Right. You know, they, you know, very selfish, very greedy, you know, fucking each other over. But when it came to our people, originally back in the days, we was together as one, man, about to get some land. Yeah. Okay? But that's when Esau saw that, and he broke that whole spirit up, man. Now, niggas, you know, you be lucky if you get help from a nigga, man.
Hey, man, I remember even back in the day, we had Judah and Northern Kingdom joined together because you had the Brown Pride movement back in the day. You had the so-called Black Pride. I don't remember what's his name. What's that dude's name? Kid Frost. Kid Frost and all that back in the day. That Brown Pride. Yeah. You got. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of Israel like that. La Familia and all that stuff. The Brown Pride is a lot of them. But more so back in the day. Yeah, they had that was serious. Yeah. And you had Kid Frost. A lot of, you had actually, man, it's crazy. You had a lot of Judite, Israelite, a lot of different tribes come together. But like I said, that's why you ask yourself, why Daddy Yankee ain't never did a track with you know, Judah rappers? Why ain't Judah never? Because those record industries couldn't allow that to happen. Why do you think when Nori did that little Latino thing where he did more Spanish albums? Why you think that shit ain't go like that? And I remember, like I said, I remember Nori, all the Latinos, Yahawah, they didn't put that music out like that. They don't want sneakers and Latinos and blacks and Spanish.
That's one of the reasons I think they murdered Pine. Because when he was #1 on the Billboard, he was bringing all the bronze, the Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom together. They wasn't having that.
Cuban Links, Fat Joe, you had all, that's a lot of, a lot of people don't understand that. When Big Pun was on his prime, I'm talking, I think he was talking about that he was trying to bring everybody together and all that.
I believe he knew he was an Israelite, man, because in one of his albums, in the intro, when he was like creating the man, he was like, I'm gonna put Eddie Murphy because he's a funny motherfucker. And one thing he said, he was like, I'm gonna give him the strength of a black man You know, the heart of a native and the pride of a Hispanic. That's Israel, man. So he had to know he was an Israelite, man. He ain't say that for no reason.
I got a precept on that. Amos 9:11. The Spirit. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. Yeah, that's us coming together, man. There's them breaches closing. The brothers is gonna come together. Fill the bowl with Ephraim.
That's exactly what I got here too.
They
That's
gotta
spirit.
think about it too, man. That's a thing. We got Puerto Ricans, and I've been around Puerto Ricans. Dominican, yo, you got Gad, Benjamin. You know, Benjamin just, you know, all them tribes of government. That's crazy.
One
Then
tribe.
Judah.
One tribe can fuck
Yeah,
with
you
Esau.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, I really can fuck with Esau, man.
I got a quick precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and 15. The
much
word of
firepower.
the word of the Lord Yahawah came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel his companions, and take another stick, write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel his companions. It says verse 17, the point. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand.
That's powerful, man, you know? Matter of fact, last time we was united was way back in the ancient world, man. You know? It's been a hot minute since we actually all been on one accord.
Right.
And we ain't even get to be on one accord for that long. You know? Before Norman got taken away into Syrian captivity, we got taken away to Babylonian captivity, and they happened to come over here. You know? But it's all been one big movie to Yahawashi. You know, we on his time, but now we coming into the time where we about to link back up together in this land, man.
Right.
And then that's Esau's ass, man.
Hey, I was about to say that's spiritual, because what pulled us apart is what's bringing us together is what slavery, man, oppression, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what pulled us apart. You know what I'm saying? One part went to Africa. You know what I'm saying? One went to Europe, and then we couldn't understand each other. You know, but now through the spirit and power of BaHaSham Yahawashi, the brothers out there in Peru got brothers. We all speaking the same thing, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, a quick testament of the tower of Yahawashi is how you see the camps out in LA, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the ground, you know what I'm saying? Those camps out there, because out there, you know, they got the gang wars out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So now they got that strong bond of how the camps are set up out there, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the Spanish speaking tribes out there strong. You know what I'm saying? And you got the Judah, Benjamin, Levi out there strong. You know, and that just goes to show you the power of the Lord, man.
I can attest to that too. One night I was scrolling down YouTube. I subscribed to about 30 Hispanic speaking channels on YouTube. I subscribed to one in Texas. I mean Mexico. Some in South America. Peru.
Bolivia. Yeah, Bolivia.
I think
Colombia.
Yo, camps everywhere, man. Spanish brothers, Northern Kingdom waking up.
I got a quick precept. It's Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 19. It says, start at 18. No, start at 17. It says, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and according to their doings. I judged them. Hey, that was a slack.
Hey, 2/3 is a motherfucker, man. You know, you don't imagine how wild they was living in the eyes of Christ, man. You know, and the scriptures speak upon how a sacrifice out of stolen is a complete abomination in the eyes of the Lord, man. So you really had niggas creeping in somebody's backyard, stealing their cattle and sacrificing to the Lord.
Hey, it's like the scripture says, and a clean woman, especially we known as a woman, Israel. played a dirty whore. He beat the hell out of his lady. He beat the hell out of his whore. He beat the hell out of his wife, right? Just like most because hey, like another reason why we see like our women do like portray act the way they do. Now you see how he did as a issue. Because ain't nothing make us work, make us mad. Seeing our own woman talk back to us. It is funny. That's yo. You know, and that's how. And when you look at how our women are, that's how Israel played the whore. That's why he justifies what he did. Because we all, I know we all through our lifetime had a woman that said something to us, we want to just fuck her up. I never got fought with a couple girls, man. These women are fucking dogs, man. These women are men.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, that's the like the story with Hosea. You know, the Lord told Hosea to take upon the harlot. You know, see how I feel, and I feel how I feel. You know, let me finish this, right? Ezekiel 36 and 19, and I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through all the countries. According to their way and according to their doings, I judged them. And when they entered into the heathen, whether they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, these are the people of the Lord Yahawah, they are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whether they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whether they went. You know, that's it.
Yeah, you know, this is a scripture. It's a scripture that tells you if a man is jealous of his wife, you couldn't pay that man. You couldn't pay that man.
Proverbs 6.
It's right.
Yeah, but I got a Proverbs 6:34.
Same thing with Yahawah, man. When we played the whore and basically opened our legs up to them other powers and allow them other powers to really have sex with them, lie down with them, that was a form of adultery. Yeah. Spiritual adultery. The Lord bust our ass for that, man. And I know it's like, and again, when the scripture says you can't pay a man off for expecting his wife to sleep with another man, that man will secure that bitch. You know? The Lord did it. You know what, yo?
If I may add, and that's why Yahawashi, when he forgave the adulterous woman, that was symbolic of how he's going to forgive the elect of Israel.
That's right.
But he's going to bring that wrath on the 230.
I got it right here. It says 2 Chronicles chapter 6 and 36. It says, if they sin against thee, for there is no man which sinneth not, thou be angry with them and deliver them over before their enemies. And they carried them away captive until the land far off or near. Yet if they bethink themselves in the land, whether they are carried captive, and turn and pray unto thee in the land of their captivity, saying, we have sinned, we have done amiss, and have dealt wickedly. If they return to thee with all their heart, with all their soul in the land of their captivity, whether they have carried them captives, I pray toward their land which thou gavest unto their fathers, and toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house which I have built. Then hear thou from the heavens, even from thy dwelling place, their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people which have sinned against thee. You know?
I got something. Yeah, this is Jeremiah. This is the question the Lord's asking, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me, thus say Yahawah.
Let you find out your woman. You went away a little bit. You went up the street somewhere and tell them, got a good woman.
You come back home, and here it is. You see a dude trying to get out the house. That's how the Lord look at us. I caught you.
You just walk in the house. Yo, first of all, what's going on? Snap. And then he's just losing, man.
I had a precept. It was on that. Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. why he's gonna bring that wrath. And the only ones that are gonna come back is the elect.
That's right. And then even in the book of the Wisdom of Solomon was a good book to read about idolatry and fake God. And the epistle of Jeremiah is apocryphal. Those are some real good. How Jeremiah basically taunted the other gods with their other gods. You know?
Hey, I was gonna say this too. Is that this is why? See, the Lord has a righteous jealousy for us because He made us for Himself, and so this is why Yahawashi got to return and take us from off the hands of Esau. So that's why you Edomites, you can't possess us forever, man. Even though the scriptures say He holds you fast, He never let you go. You know, you can't hold us for eternity, man. You're not about to have this kingdom. The scriptures tell you in Job 14, you can't cross the bounds, man. You know, there's a boundary that you can't pass, man. The Lord removeth kings instead of kings, man. And this is why Yahawashi is going to come back and take us. Right? From Esau.
Got something here. This is one of my favorite chapters right here. This is but I want to read a few verses. Brothers, jump in, chime in. You know, right? This is on Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 8. Now, when I passed by thee, I looked upon thee. Behold, that time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee, and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee, and entered into a covenant with thee. Thus say Yahawah power, and thou became mine. Right? Right?
Hey, that's just like you take a woman on from her virginity. You belong to me now. You ain't going nowhere.
You're actually mine.
And then, hey, you leave. That's your disaster. That's your destruction. You know?
And this was the time when we was delivered out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the Lord took us and entered into the covenant with Him, and He gave us the land flowing with the money. Right? Right? Then I washed thee with water. Yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with bordered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain upon thy neck.
Hey, that goes into, I think it was Ezekiel the 31st chapter, where the other nations, they actually looked up unto us for we were how the other nations measured, you know, the other nations measured us on greatness, man. That's how the Lord, beautified us, man.
Hey, this is like you want to think of like in a worldly sense. It's like, you know, just us being in the world, and here comes the good man, the rich man. He takes you, you know what I'm saying, cleans you up, you know, takes shopping, you know what I'm saying, and you buy, you know what I'm saying, take you shopping, you know, get you the finest jewels, you know,
You're not going to Walmart.
the best of the clothing, you know, right?
And that's why a man has every right to be mad or jealous. He has a righteous jealousy, man. Here it is, your woman, you put her on, you show her the way, you give her a structure, you give her life, basically, you show her a way how to live. Because women don't really know until they what they do, man. And then they get to decide what I like and what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, you do all this. I'm just saying, you do all this to this woman, and then all of a sudden she leave you, and then she's giving what you taught her to the next king. You're not gonna be mad. That's why the Heavenly Father was mad at us. But here it is. We as a people go away from the Most High, and we start going under every great tree. We start going to the other nations and teaching them what we do to make things work. You know, and now they're learning in which the Lord gave to us. Now you ain't be mad, man.
Let me finish up my book shop, right? Verse 12. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thy ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head. Thus was thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk, and broidered work, and didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceedingly beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty. You know, that's when even with Solomon, man. You know, when Queen of Sheba came, and she looked up to what we had. You know what I'm saying? And he showed the glory of our kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? He was known throughout the world, right?
hey, Solomon Kingdom was so bad when he sent the messenger out, she thought he was Solomon. Because he was decked so good.
And she said she would honor how even his servants was.
Yeah, and that shows you, man. That's why the scripture Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right. Because even when we ruling, even the heathen's gonna be a little. They're gonna be happy that we rule. You know, I mean, maybe after again, and they get put in their land. You know, and they know that we're their rulers and judges, man. They're gods over them. Because I can't see in the beginning, there's gonna be a lot of hate, a lot of hating us, man. The punishment that you put upon them for the wickedness that you've done to us. You know,
When they see the fruits of the Lord's sacred commandments come
Right.
into effect and everything to flourish again, you know, they're going to flow unto us for wisdom and understanding.
The fact that there ain't gonna be no more adultery alone, they gonna be happy, man. Nobody gonna have they girl cheat on them, man. Ishmael will still put you to death, man. Esau really the only one who, you know, so it's all right, man. You know?
Hey, you're right, because hey, we judges, hey, they're gonna have to come before us. Oh, what's going on? It's Ishmael. It was adultery. You know, it's like Solomon used wisdom. Hey, get this person. Oh, you got a witness, this and that. Next thing you know, stamp the.
Get the rock.
Hey, adultery. He gonna be like, yeah, I told you, bitch. Justice.
Remember how when King Solomon first came to the power, he had two harlots? And after the incident, his fame raised. So we with them judgment get laid down, everybody, like I'm about to go out of the fourth chapter. What great nation is this who has such a law and the statutes? Right. Done.
A little more, and I want to get to the point right here. The point's coming up, right? And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, thus say Yahawah power. But thou didn't trust in thy own beauty, and playest the harlot, because of thy renown, and pouredest out thy fornications on every one that passed by. Here it was, right? And of thy garments thou didst take, and deckest thy high places with diverse colors, and playest the harlot thereupon, that like things shall not come, neither shall it be so. But like I said, we didn't trust in our estate that we had, that glory that the Lord gave us, man. We didn't trust in it, man. Right. We still wanted to be like other nations, man, to this day, man. You know?
It's like when we wanted a king.
That God.
Same thing, as soon as we left Egypt, what did they complain to Moses do? Complain to Moses. Moses, why you take us out of here? You should have left us in Egypt.
They didn't.
You take us out of Egypt to kill us?
Fucking
I
demon.
didn't even know. I would have pushed him out the way.
He's a fucking demon.
I didn't realize he
I wanted to think he'd do that.
Hell yeah, I ain't doing it. You're gonna be cursed.
Yeah.
I got something. Unless you got something.
Satan, boy. Satan gotta get his shine.
Sirach 36, so that's 6. It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. To raise up indignation, and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Take the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of fire, and let them perish that oppress the people.
Hey, real quick. Hey, that's how you know, just us crying out for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, as the scriptures say, and praying to the Lord, rehearsing the righteous acts. The Lord hears these things. He hears these prayers, man. And that's why the Lord making moves, man. Right. He's speeding the time up for the election. Hey, they're gonna be forcing and pushing that shit, man. Hey, that's why it's beautiful, man. This is beautiful, man.
Russians can't.
I'm gonna add too, man. You said, take away the adversary. Our adversary is all these heathens, man. Okay, Psalms 83. Matter of fact, Esau, the so-called white man, first and foremost. Okay, so the so-called white man is our adversary, and the thing is that we know it, man. When we come into this truth, you really find that out, man. All right. It said, though we go cry, okay, yet take heed of him. Okay, so we know that the so-called white man is our enemy. The thing is, our people don't know that shit, man. But guess what? When he comes as a madman sparing none, that's when they're gonna know damn, so Karma is our enemy, man. And you got the scripture, it shall be no man shall take up his sheep. Every man gonna flock to their own nation. If you paraphrase it, nobody's gonna be worrying about a so-called white man that has a so-called black friend. He ain't gonna stick his neck out for you, man. Not when he around his people, man. He's gonna say, this gonna say, what's the matter? You a nigga lover? Then they gonna whip your ass, and they gonna whip his ass for trying to defend you, man. So when that day comes, it's everybody on their own, man. It's gonna be the same vice versa, man. Nobody gonna stick up for Billy amongst Jake, man.
That's the scripture says, a man shall cleave to his own life.
Oh, Sirach 27.
Hey, bro.
It says, smite and sunder the head of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn.
Hey brother, if I could add too, and that's how you pray, man. That's a perfect way to pray, because like how when the Lord was getting ready to destroy the people, and then Moses had kind of like remind them, Lord, how could you destroy these people? He reminded the Lord of his promises,
I think that this is something.
Okay. Exodus. Okay. That's how you pray, man. That's how all the prophets of old, Nehemiah. You humble yourself, and then you that's how the Lord hit. That's the Lord hears your prayers, man.
With the song. But even when we're going to that Jacob trouble, those songs are we're going to be singing like songs.
Right.
That's why it's very important to pray. The Lord said pray without ceasing, because the prayers are being answered, man. You got Esau, he knows now that the Lord is going to do something. The Lord is coming back. He knows it because the trick is out the hat. Or how do you say that thing? The rabbit is out the hat. It's out the bag. Yeah, the cat out that bag, whatever. Because we know our power's name. Now we can cry to him, man. We can call, And Elder Apostle Tahar, he said in one of the videos, he said he believed that, this humbleness, he said he believed that the elect is sealed.
Yeah.
And now we're just waiting.
That makes a lot of sense.
He said, now we're waiting for the chip. We're waiting for that fourth of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, man. I got this is Luke chapter 18, verse 1. It says, and he spake the parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, there was a city, a judge, which feared not the Most High, neither regarded men. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continued coming she weary me. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? So the point there, is that we crying out, the Lord he's gonna avenge us speedily, man. When that judgment comes, it's coming, man. Upon the wicked, man.
Hey, and best believe right now, brothers is throwing curses up on the wicked, man. So when that judgment comes, it's like all praise the water BaHaSham Yahawashi. That's why the scripture say in Proverbs 3, be not afraid of Proverbs 3:25, roughly paraphrasing, it says basically be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked, because that's your prayers being answered. And we understand, through BaHaSham Yahawashi, that destruction has to come in order for our deliverance, man. That's how it works.
The Most High, he gave us power to bless and power to curse. So these people out here that offends us, and they say whatever they want, do what they want, whatever they want, we got the power to put a curse on them. We can tell the Lord to look, don't remember what David said. David said, let sickness sit by their side. He cursed out a whole generation. He said, when they make a prayer to you, let it be a curse unto them. They even pray unto you, man. That's deep, man. And then if someone come giving alms and looking with a good spirit, we got the power to say, hey, Lord, Yahawah, have mercy on this individual, this person. So we the blessing curse, and these people don't understand that, man. You know?
Psalm chapter 34, verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles.
The righteous cry. You got it out.
It says, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
Man, you can't tell me brothers ain't got a broken heart, man. Hey, we're suffering righteousness. It's like we're suffering righteousness, man, because we're striving to be righteous. The earth, kind. And then we're suffering the chastisement that the Lord put upon us, all right, because of our iniquities, man. You know, and then also that chastisement, like I said before, that saying, it's like a method to the Lord's madness. It's all for a reason. It's to chastise you for what? Purify you. You catch it hell with a broken heart. The Lord wants that because He want to hear your cry. Hey, we're supposed to be talking to the Lord every day. Every day the Lord should be in your heart, man. I said the days get more wickeder, the more we're supposed to be getting more closer to the Lord, man. You know, a few years ago, before the apostles put out the order 3 shows a week, it was what? Show up at camp. Brothers would do their own work at their own pace. Like one brother do 1 show a week, and then he had camp consistently. But now, it's like the time to speeding up. You gotta be more closer. You gotta run faster now. You gotta move at a certain pace and a faster pace now than it was before. Yeah, because doing one thing, just coming to the camp. Look at these different camps, man. They don't have the orders that we have that the apostles give us. This is why, we the apostles of Elders GreatMillStone and the brothers, we excel over them as far as the work. Because why? The brothers are strictly into the work. It's more work and get more edified. So the question is, for viewers, you going back and forth to say, well, I don't know which camp. How you can't see what camp? That's the truth. How? How can you not see? That means the Lord ain't dealing with you because you should see. You should be able to see. If you're seeking, you should know about watching different camps like you do, and then going this and doing that and be like, yo, I gotta give it to them, yo. They got everything.
Another thing, when you look at the other camps, with God, you'll see that some man like this. 7 months later,
Still lost in the sauce.
a year later,
With some new
He changed
shades.
positions.
what the fuck are they doing, man? You know?
A year later.
And then you gotta raise the sign down. Then another year later, you down here with it. That's even though he's going.
I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, you just got these guys for security or something?
Wasted all that time.
Hey, the stick with the thickest fence. Yeah, so
Now who's diligently pushing out the name, because these guys don't come in the name. They have Jesus, Most High in Christ.
how you born?
Oh, just
I got to say real quick. Acts 5:27. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine. And then
we filled America. Hey, through the apostles and the elders and their elders, we filled America with this gospel, man. And not just the world. That's what I was about to say.
Right. In the spirit of BaHaSham Yahawashi, which is why they want to cut the name off.
Yeah, so the blood is spilled upon all y'all. Throw all that blood. Deal with Yahawashi now.
It ain't going back. The Lord is looking for judges anyway, man. So you can't even judge who's the men of the Lord. How can you have a position in the kingdom judging damn evil? You're not even a good judge of damn self, man. That's why it's punishment. Real quick, Ezekiel chapter 9, Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived, when he has spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. See, so that's why it's, you got to be able to be that judge, man, to seek who's really the men of the Lord. And the Lord didn't even make it that hard, man. You know, who's going out in season and out of season, man. You know, summer, spring, winter, fall, man. Who's taking breaks? All right, who's not teaching the name? Who's on the 501c3 charter? It ain't that hard to tell, man. Who's getting locked up and shit, man? Getting murder charges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
All you gotta do go to YouTube, him not subscribe. Camps all in Europe, South America. There's camps everywhere. Camps everywhere. I subscribe to so many, they start letting me subscribe.
Word? I didn't know you do that.
Me on YouTube, I used to say it. Like to have certain lessons and certain playlists. They don't let me do that no more.
Man.
And then when you check it out, man, we the Lord said that we one body. All right, but then Yahawashi also said, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Out of all camps, who's got water just pouring out continuously, man. Today, right now, it's probably what 20 camps live, man.
Yeah, at
You know,
least.
we the people that we the camp through the spirit and power Yahawashi, whose belly is flowing of rivers of living water, man. It ain't hard to tell.
Yeah, you know they had to splice us. If you ain't got 1,000 subscribers, you can't go live.
Yeah, you know what that's about.
Hey, you got ways around that.
and it's crazy to see, man. GreatMillStone, man, is puts out pure edification, man. Pure edification, man. And the spirit was the water to the apostle Gabar for putting out a live Q&A yesterday, man. That was a marvel idea, man. And it's straight edification, man. So now, like I said, he's going on live and he's answering questions. And you got people that are not basically in camps, you know, that are hearing the word and they're getting their questions answered, man. A marvel idea, man. You know, and real quick, but also with us doing our videos every week, it keeps us in the spirit during the week, man. Because we're dealing with, we ain't got the Akim during the week. So it keeps us, grounded, man. Dealing with the world and dealing with these demons out here, you know what I'm saying? You don't want the demon to jump on you, to get sucked into that, man, and get complacent, man. Get complacent and get slothful, man. You know, so it keeps us on our toes, man, and it keeps us that's that sparring in the spirit, man. You sparring in the spirit, man. You know.
Hey, and then as we catch hell, we got the understanding on why it's happening, man. And everything we see is being a watchman. We understand everything that's going on. The scriptures say, "Let your light shine before men." You can't keep that in for yourself, man. You know. Like you got this great understanding of why you're going through this. You can use that. The scriptures say, when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren, man. So you can't even keep this knowledge to yourself. That's just selfish, man.
Yeah, that's a scripture.
Yeah.
If a man that conceals his wisdom is like I forgot how it goes. Basically, like that's wicked as hell. You know, because if you're in this thing, like if you're listening and you don't have that urge to, I gotta go out there and teach. With you. I started feeling guilty. I remember when I first came in, a couple months passed, I started feeling guilty. I'm like, yo, I gotta be out there, you know?
I got it. Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men.
Right.
You can't hold it. That's why Jeremiah said.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I was just thinking that.
He couldn't conceal it. It had to come out. It was like a fire in his tongue.
Jeremiah 5, it says, the word in our mouth is like fire and the people's wood.
And this shit burning through everybody, man. It's burning through 2/3. Esau's mad. Everybody's mad. So far, our women are mad. Everybody want to kill us, man. But it's still going to go out. Like, you don't have dudes come up with guns on us, threatens us, cops. You gotta come harder than that, my man. You know? That doesn't. We rather, like the scripture says, we teach out of fear of Yahawashi to persuade them. Right. We're not worried about what you can do to the flesh. Yo, like I said, me and his brother, to be bunked out like these guys, without the meds, I'd rather do this work, man. Because the Lord can plague you at any time. You'll be like one of these guys. That's a scary thing. That's more scary than anything in the world to have a fucked up mind.
torments.
You usually walk around.
You see that a lot
Look
of
like, it look like you ain't eating off your mask.
Yo, that's scary, man.
I'll finish that verse. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Which was is glorifying, who's coming in the name.
And you know, too, I was thinking about going into it. You know, when you first came into this truth, you saw the apostles, you saw elders, you saw whoever brothers you saw, and they were teaching Hebrew Israelites. That spirit inside you wanted to tell everybody else, like, yo, you know we're not African? Yo, you know we're not Puerto Rican? Yo, but then what? You being young in the spirit, it kind of, that be your first, because then you're going to start telling people in your family, you're going to start telling your pops, you're going to start telling whoever you know, close to. And next thing you know, when you get a little older in the spirit, you think back, I wish I never even told him. I should have just never said that.
Of course, a bunch of demons in the world.
That's Levi. That's the flag.
Bad pounders.
But like, when you first come in the street, man, you got that fiery spirit, man. You can't contain this. This word is so precious, and it's a piece of gold, man. Quick precept. This is Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. You know that it's quick because when you hear it, you go, oh, you get the reaction. That's in the Bible. Oh, it wakes you up quick. It says in powerful. That powerful is like somebody done dropped a nuclear bomb on you. All these years you saw the difference. It says and powerful and sharper than two-edged sword.
Hey, that's
the word of
Salaki. You got. I was gonna say, like, how Jake said, that's like you hit the nail right in the head.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of going around it, but when you bring out that scripture, it's like, damn,
Yeah. And it says sharper than two-edged sword, meaning it can cut both sides. It first cuts yourself, because you be like, dang, yo, I can't do that no more. I gotta stop. Now, I ain't doing that shit. And then when you stop, like Yahawashi said in Matthew 7, now you able to take the mote out of your brother's eye. Now you like, yo, you ain't supposed to smoke cigarettes, man. Yo, stop smoking them shits, bro. They be like, yo, you used to smoke. Nigga, I don't smoke them shits no more. Yo, stop. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like, you able to tell somebody what not to do now. It says, piercing even the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit. So the word of the Lord is so powerful that it gets up in your spirit, man. And that's why when we teaching, demons act out. People act stupid. We ain't even talking about them. We be talking about herbs, but somebody want to come over and say, oh yeah, God, my God is better than your God. Don't say some dumb shit. You like, what? Because the spirit, man. The Most High gets up in your waters, man, in your body and your spirit, man. It says, in the joints of the marrow and the discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart, man. Christians, what you saying? They hearts start pumping fast, man. The intents, it's like, hold on, man. Wait a minute. What scripture is that? And then they start dancing. Hold on, nah. But see what the Bible says. And it's like, look, cut it straight, man. You know this the truth, man. Now you cut. Now go home with it in your conscience, man. Get out of here. Word, man.
That word quick means to me made alive. Quicken, when you're quickened, you're made alive. So as you said, this word is what brought us to life, the elect.
Yeah.
I got some. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 1. Finally, brethren, pray for us that the word of the Lord may have free course and be glorified even as it is with you, and that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men, for not all men have faith.
That's the killer right there. Okay. Let the Lord have free course, man. You can't have guys that's bought out by Esau, man. Look at this cat, the what's his name? I ain't calling him. He ain't the comforter. He ain't the comforter. The comforter is Yahawashi, man. Comfort. That's his name. He ain't even comfort. That's short for comfort. You ain't comfort. But this guy, hey, look at him. Tax evasion, whatever it is.
Right. That's not comforting at all.
He made $1 billion.
Yeah, he got millions, man. You can't. This word of the Lord is free course, man. And that's why Esau, you can't contain it. You can't box it in. You can try through the internet now, but the hat, the trick, the rabbit is out the hat.
Can't buy a sword.
Yeah. You don't want one. And guess what? Not all men have faith. So really, that was beautiful the Lord did that, man. That's why I pray, you know, all of us brothers be of the hopeful elect, be enduring to the end, because not all men have faith, man. Not all men got it, man. You see guys now that's just carnal minded, doing carnal shit, but they know they Israelites. They teach once every 2 weeks when it's hot. You know, that they don't got faith. They don't got faith. They don't really believe in what they teach. It's just all for show.
That's verse, right? But the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. That's it.
That's his ways, man. If you can't go wrong if you follow Yahawah BaHaSham and Rawchaa. Because the Lord is there to make sure what about to go wrong, he make go right. Even when you're worst danger, man. Even at the skin of your teeth, you know, you could be Esau chain you up, put your head in the guillotine, man. Right there at the very worst, when you probably know that you're gonna perish. All of a sudden, you out of it, man. You can't go wrong with the Lord. And even if your head get chopped off, you still went right. Because you're the first one on the chariot, man. Waiting for the other brothers to get up there, man.
Yahawashi conquered death. So you will never die. Oh, I gotta finish up what I had. It says, Sirach 36 and 13. Oh, be merciful to Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful.
Okay, that's a part of what Yahawashi said. It remind me of Yahawashi said, pray for the laborers. You know, raise up the prophets. Because you gotta, you know, raise up the ones that warn, your warnings. The ones that tell us, you know, give us our report. You know, what was it, Ezekiel? No, Elijah. But he was coming in the city. Was it Elijah? Yeah, get that scripture.
Elisha?
No, he came in the city and they was like, come peacefully.
Oh, Samuel.
Samuel. Yeah, Samuel. All right, so you know, so it was like, come peacefully, because most of the time, hey, if the prophets had to speak to you or had to come speak and prophesize, it was really bad. You know,
Hey,
they said, "What? You can't peacefully."
One king was like, why do you always bring Samuel around me? All he do is tell me bad things.
Oh yeah. Mike, what was that?
Oh,
Micah.
Yeah,
Micah.
All right, go ahead. You go ahead.
Excuse me. I'm gonna see how good a driver I am.
Yeah, you could drive over that.
At least you said excuse me.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah. Can't set it off though. They got away with that. Hey, yo, it was Micah, man, and then what? Smacked them on the cheek, man. You know? Yeah.
Yes.
Wisdom of Solomon,
I don't know.
chapter 3, verse 19.
Maybe.
Says, for horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. The prophets come on the scene. That's what's getting ready to happen. You know? A lot of horrible things. And we out here right now, once again, man. You know? So a lot of terrible things is about ready to come to this place, right? Called America, man. You know?
Yeah, a lot of terrible things is happening, man. You got the war over there with Iran. You know what I'm saying? You got the flash floodings over there in the Midwest. You got the U.S.-China thing with the trade wars about to pop off in June. So all this shit's about to happen. Measles outbreak. All that shit's about to happen. Was the going into how the government shutdown is gonna be reenacted or something like that?
No, it was only a temporary solution, Slovakia. You know, but wanted to close back in February, man. But they said it's only temporary until the summertime comes, man. So once summer, which we at the doors of summer, hey, it's gonna get right back into them protesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people not being able to go anywhere. All right, and then you even had because FBI, they're not gonna get paid either. All right, so now in what's it called? The people DHS, all right, Department of Homeland Security, they don't get paid either. And now it's wide open for homegrown terrorist attacks, man.
Yeah, man. It could be Black Summer. Like that show just came out. That could really be how it be, man. Black Summer.
Yeah, it's a good show, man. And right when it started, everybody's just running. Where they running to? Into the arms of Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know? And the scriptures clearly say, woe to them that go out to Egypt for help. And they actually couldn't get down there fast enough, man. You know? Yep.
It was done. By the time they got there, it was done.
Yeah, that shit. I gotta check that out, man.
Even with the so-called caravan, all of them coming up here, migrating up here, that's one way that they're coming into Egypt for help.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are coming for their destruction because you know that they're on that Virgin Mary shit and idol worship.
I say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just really think they're coming here for opportunity. You come here for your destruction. You come here to get a chip.
Also, Esau Edom, man, because with this gentrification going on, guess who's buying up all the real estate, man? You got these people from Europe, man. You got a lot of Germans, a lot of Dutch, a lot of them are coming over here, and they're buying this property here.
Groups too.
Huh? Yeah, a lot of them are coming here to get their judgment, man, because truth be told, you got a lot of Edomites that'll say that they had nothing to do with slavery. But the contrary is not just Americans here, it's that the Dutch are benefited from it, the French, the Spanish, they all benefited from slavery, even when you go back across seas, man. You know what I'm saying? Those people and their families, man, and that money was being passed down, man. And a lot of them now, they have that old money, okay, and they're buying the property up back here in the States, man, because now, you know, they have that wealth. So now they're being drawn back into this place, man, and they're gonna as well meet their judgment, man.
That's spiritual. I was just watching the GMS camp in Suriname, and that's in Africa. And what they speak Dutch.
Suriname is in
Oh, that's in South America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but they speak in Dutch, man.
Dutch.
That goes to show you.
That was colonized by the Dutch, man. And you got a lot of the islands. A lot of the islands are Dutch. You know, for instance, you got Saint Martin. Okay, Saint Martin was is Dutch on one side and French on the other side. You know, same thing with the island of Hispaniola. This is why they had to come in and separate Levi and Simeon. You see, because they were like the brother was saying, there were another two tribes that was a force to be reckoned with. Okay? When you go back into the book Black Indian, you know, so the French took over the tribe of Simeon. The French took over the tribe of Levi, and the Spanish took over the tribe of Simeon, man. And now they at each other's neck right now, man. But they was as tight as can be, as far as brethren was concerned, man. Back in the ancient days, right? But now they at each other's neck, man.
Yeah, Aruba have a different language. Aruba, Trinidad, Tobago. The Brazil speak Portugal. Some speak Spanish. A lot of those, we have Belize. We have Africa, there's Guyanas.
Yeah.
Different Guyana, there's different language.
Yeah.
French Guyana.
Yeah, French Guyana.
Yeah. So a lot of those, you know, they conquered.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's why you have a Brazilian, he have a Portugal name, last Portugal name. Last name Portugal.
Portugal. Hey, British, man.
Yeah.
British too, man. The British West Indies. You know,
Patois is good.
Yeah, Barbados. They all was British rule, man.
St. Kitts.
You know, yeah. You see, so like I said, all those European nations, so-called European nations, man, had a hand in our slavery, man.
Yeah.
Not just so-called Americans that the 13 colonies that started, the people that came here. There's all these other countries had our hand in it, man. And the final captivity, man, they had a hand in it, man.
I got something. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the heathen, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. You know, that's all these other nations being capitalizing on our captivity.
They can watch Goodbye Uncle Tom.
Right. Right.
And if they ain't seen that, watch that thing. Just don't go to Just don't go to work.
Be mad as hell, knock it either might out.
Like, kill that son.
And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my... All right? Oh, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, the Edomites. All right? What, you know, Ishmael, the Hamites, you know, they all had a part in our captivity, man. All right.
Brothers get ready for a whole bunch of Ishmaelite women, concubines, all right, which is sex slaves, because Ishmael, whereas Esau had more male slaves than women, he was more so worried about the male slaves, man, you know. But Ishmael was the opposite, man. He was more so worried about the women slaves, because Ishmael's a horn dog, man. You know
that now.
Oh, yeah.
Judah women in their shops.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What they doing to them, man?
Yeah.
They ain't hiding your black ass up in there. Hey, like I always say, and I even asked this Puerto Rican dude I know in Virginia. I was like, yo, he was talking that little shit. So they could say, I guess he thought I was feeling how I was Muslim. Yeah. So I was like, yo, when you ever seen an Arab woman with a black man? Yo, I ain't never seen it. I said, you're not gonna see it. What? Out all my 29 years of living, I've never seen it, ever in my life. And I don't, you never seen it in New York, you never seen it in Jersey, you never seen it in Philly.
Up there up the street in Irvington, it's a corner store, but it's Ishmael. But it's a chick in there. I think one of y'all was like, I claimed it. It was a minute ago. And she young, but she's been American now. So she fucks with niggas that be coming in and out of there because they be hitting on her. But she look pretty. She look good. And she young, and she do like you see her, you know that she, you know, Arab or whatever. But the way she try to talk to you when you see like, oh, what's that? Like try to fuck with you and shit. You be like, oh, this bitch Americanized. So she be fucking with them hood niggas up in that area that be going to the store. And shit.
Hey, she might be a confusion of colors. She might be an Israelite.
Yeah. It is a lot of, you know.
And a lot of those people in Yemen, that's why Americans are bringing destruction on the Yemenese people,
you
man.
know something?
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them was part of that the Arab slave trade, man. Those Yemenese people, man. A lot of Yemenese fans, a lot of them that actually got stores, man. Some of them are Israelites, man. Not all of them, but some of them.
And you know something too? Her father, he leave the store to her. So she be there the day and all that night. So she be doing her thing. Like she can have somebody in the back. She be having people in there, niggas be in there just sitting there talking to her, hanging there, hustling outside. It's like,
You know how Jake do.
yeah. Nigga be
Once they get a store acquainted,
Jake uses the poppy store to sell his drugs.
Yeah,
like
that's
he's
front.
in there to hide when the police come, he go in the store. Yo, my word, yo. Yeah, bro. Like, and as soon as they leave, yo, he back out there with the fiends and shit, doing that itching and shit. They always do that. Yo, Jake, if you see a liquor store, ain't nothing but niggas right there outside the liquor store. Why is the liquor store a hangout spot for
that's
niggas? Or a corner store. You know, that's when you know, like, this the hood. This the hood.
Hey, what's the scripture say?
No matter where you
Scripture.
What's the scripture say?
Yeah, there's wild bulls in every
I
corner.
should make you say, huh?
You got
If
it?
it was noon.
That's
If it was night. You know? Yep. Because that's what Jake just trying to get drunk so they can just speed time up, man. But Jake is gonna die. A lot of Jakes gonna die. They don't have nothing to look up to. So they just I wish it was Friday. I wish it was Thursday.
They got a name for everything.
Yeah.
Thank God it's Friday. What they say?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Thursday.
Thursday. Wednesday hump day or some shit like that.
Yeah. Niggas just trying to make it through captivity.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20 says, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in the net, they are all full of the fear of the Lord, the rebuke of the Most High.
That's how you know that's Israel. You don't see Edomites. Whenever you see a bunch of Edomites hanging out outside a liquor store, when? Or hanging out outside a corner store. Never, man. It's full of the fury of the Lord, man. Just madness, looking at a car to go by.
Look at these niggas that walk that ride past here, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know, remember the one dude rode past here, he said something slick, and it was like you could tell in the spirit of the moment that if soon as we would have said something, Cardinal back with it, what up though? And it's like, damn. This nigga
Right?
said,
You don't want to be in a
this nigga
nigga.
said something to us, we say something back. Now you gotta take it to the guns? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jake flew that the fury of the Lord, man. Most I got their asses fucked up, man. You know?
I was just gonna say that I actually think he was doing that public.
A little bit more. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Drunk. They don't know who they are. You know how I say you get so drunk you forget your name, man? Hey.
There's a Spanish song. It talks about you know the tribe?
Yeah.
Remember Henry Field, La Huma Daya?
What tribe?
I think it's Eastern.
I'm Syrian.
Yosemite.
But you know, close cousins.
There's a song like pack my drink, and the next one is like Riel, remember that Leo? Meaning I don't know my name, and I don't know where I live. And know me known that I can't remember. It was crazy. I know the words, I can't remember right now. Basically, was like, yo, take me to the moon. I'm messed up. You know?
There's a car drink till they
That's
pass out.
That's just a car.
They just want to get off that. They want to get the pain. Get it off their mind.
Hey, up here, up there in Springfield, there's a lot of Issachar, Irvington, a lot of Mexicans. And one time, this Mexican, he was so drunk, this dude passed out on somebody else's yard. He just laying on there and sleep. So you know what niggas do? Yo, Papa drunk. He went right over there, started tapping his pocket. And what he got a pocket full of? Money. How you that drunk and you got a pocket full of money?
They illegal.
And then he looked like he's doing that, but really he ain't. He just fucked up. He just went to the bar and got wasted. Like, yo.
It was a coffee Virgin. Drunk as hell. And it was, he was trying to walk, and it was cops. So a nigga walked around, he was like, he was like, yo, he was like, he got the breath out of it. He was like,
Turn himself in. They go out with the whole check.
That's great.
And then you know these Simeon shorties, they hustlers, so they fucking see him intoxicated. They know that he got they call them greedy spots in the hood. That it's basically these women work for drinks. You probably seen them. So they just he's fucking intoxicated, just pulling bills out his pocket, and she taking them.
Yo. Wow. That's serious. All they do is get them drunk. When they talk that good shit, man, look sexy. Then they leave. I see the Puerto Rico all the time. They kick them out, leave the phone like this.
Yeah, right on his fucking forehead.
They go right to the next guy. And even Zebulon do it. There's a spot on Richmond do all that shit.
Yeah.
That's what yo.
They work for like you buy her a beer, but her beer it costs twice as much. Just for company.
Hustle, man. Hey, don't drive there. Women, hey, don't think that pretty face is gonna come with not a travesura.
I got a quick precept, if I may. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. So, you know, they'll plan a whole fucking scheme on how to take everything in your house, but to sit down and study precepts, they can't.
Oh, nigga tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Biggie made the damn 10 crack commandments, man.
Yo, that's why I'm glad the Lord took his fat Then he said the gayest shit ever on that song, man.
Can't even say it,
Yeah,
but we know.
Can't say it.
You can't say it.
Then he black.
You look so good, you know.
Best thing, no. Like, why would you say that?
Oh, no.
But then he blasphemed Yahawah's mother on top of that, Mary. And that song dead wrong. So that nigga well deserved to get his ass put to death, man.
A lot of these rappers, if you look, they're like Prodigy, Big Pun, they all blaspheme the Lord.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Big Pun, Big L,
Yeah.
all them guys.
Even Nas said, what, when I was 7, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. And that goes into the scriptures, man. Scriptures say, his people's words are stout against him, you know, especially in this rap shit.
Them niggas, they don't know his name. What I said.
I got something about the women too. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. As of a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. You know? And that's how these women is, man. You know, really they're filthy, man. Okay? Just like a damn pig, man. I'm wallowing around in the mud. It's the same thing with some of these women that just happen to look good, man. Yeah, she looks good, but really she's disgusting as hell, man. They got another drug, what's that? I think it's out there in Brazil. It's called like scopolamine or something like that. Or AKA the devil's breath. You know, they just blow it in your face and you don't even remember the next day, man. Oh yeah,
It's Colombia, yeah.
And they'll let you lead them to your house and help them take your shit.
I think it's called
Something like I know that. Yeah, they be like, you gone.
One chick said something. I remember I saw a documentary on that, and they see the one woman. She get the guys as foreigners to the land, and they come in and they go to the bar or whatever like that. I think it was something that she would kiss him, and then they would some shit like that, and then he would delusional. And next thing you know, he'll wake up on the park bench, and he notice that he don't got his card, his money been drawn out there.
Then the neighbor would say, because what it did, it'll make you help them rob you.
Yeah.
So when the neighbor or the police ask, they'll see that, man, you helped to do it. It's like
Asked out. Yeah, they said a lot of people that was victims, it was like they just been asked out. Nothing you can do about it.
You helped to do it. If you out to, I forgot what you call it. Yeah, I remember that, seeing that documentary.
But they call it the devil's breath. I got the technical, term. Hey, it goes to show you the wickedness of our people, man. In the different ways they invent, man. And out there, it's about just getting it however you gotta get it. Here in America, the wickedness is just like it's like a have fun sort of wickedness, man.
Out in them other countries, they're so poor, they're so corrupt in the government. It's like they don't have no choice. It's like that's just what I'm talking about. That they gotta do. It's like they're so poor. In the cops are so poor. Then be like, get out of here. Like, it's real. Them governments, there's a documentary even in the Dominican Republic. It was like, that shit's so corrupt. And the government don't fuck about that. It's that's why we go to the Dominican Republic. I'm going tonight to the Dominican Republic. And a lot of the women is prostitutes. It's corrupt. It's corrupt.
As soon as you get off the plane.
Yeah, it's corrupt.
Oh, yeah.
They be looking for you to give them something.
It's when you go to them countries like it's really like here in America, they got government assistance. Over there, there's no assistance. Get it how you look. That's what they're saying machismo.
Yeah.
The man,
And all those countries, they piss poor like that because they got choked out by big bad America. They stole all the resources.
Yeah.
And then they set up those puppet leaders. Like one thing what happened in the Dominican Republic, and why it's so whitewashed as well. What's that guy named? Rafael
Trujillo, yeah. I heard about that.
He whitewashed the Dominican Republic, and that's why a lot of the Dominicans think out of where they go.
Right.
He also raised a lot of depression, calamity on Levi. And Rafael Trujillo was set up by America. He was a puppet for America. Just like before Fidel Castro, Cuba was like a Las Vegas in the
So that guy was the guy before him was working with the Americas.
Yeah, he was for it was like a party island. It was in Las Vegas before Las Vegas. Las Vegas on the island.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Fidel came in. Unfortunately, it didn't go like he wanted.
This is that was the payback for the United States, man, because they had a lot of that was like a mobster's playground too back then, back in the 50s, man. You know, and the United States put the sanctions on Cuba, and this is why they're so poor. But it just shows you the ingenuity of our people, man, because they still got cars running from the 50s, man.
Yes, they
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
Nice, too.
and on top of that, they don't have access to the original parts though, so they make the parts themselves, man, to make those cars continue to run, man. This shows you the ingenuity of our people, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
Proves that we're the Israelites because we're
Right.
creative. Children of the Creator.
Yep.
Hey, that's and their name is what? Manashah, which means made to forget.
Yeah, yeah.
So you forgot about them. They live in, you know what I'm saying, back in the 70s, we in 2019.
And like I always say, you know, the Cuban made salsa. Now the Cuban, Ephraim took Ephraim. That's the
That's spiritual, man.
they tell you Ephraim should be above.
Right.
But every time salsa or reggaeton, Cuba, Puerto Rico, the fun, Cuba, Puerto Rico.
I got it. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1.
Get them names, man. Pride of Satan.
That's that ice look, right?
Niggas.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Oh, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Not discreet, man.
That's a fact.
Damn.
Oh, that's a
It's most likely a 10. We're not claiming him.
That's what he's been at for the little kids, man.
Crazy.
That's fucked up.
But it says, shall not all these take up a proverb against them, and a taunting proverb against them? Excuse me. Shall not all these take up a proverb against them, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay. You know, and it's getting into Esau, man. You know, Esau, you know, he rape, robs, and steal, man. Now we was talking about earlier, you know, he'll keep digging away into the earth, man, till there's no more earth. You know, it's never got to be stopped, man.
Got a precept on that. Jeremiah 49:9. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves at night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Hey, he's not, and he's still not able to hide himself. You know why? It's because he's still continuing to try to take the resources of the earth, man. Here it is now. We're calling this man out on what he is doing, man. But he's he's trying to hide behind a pole, but we see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
he did
because
that.
yeah.
Downtown North. I mean, actually.
Yeah.
You remember, right?
Oh,
I only cut you off, but there was this agency in downtown teaching, downtown North a couple of years ago. This agent came and we was like, yo, you an agent. And the dude was standing in the pole like this, like the pole was hiding with black shades on looking at him. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's crazy.
Hey, that's just like what's going on now with these other nations are seeing that America is taunting Iran with the oil tanker thing over there, and I think it was Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Persian Gulf.
Yeah.
That's why Scripture said the son of perdition had to be exposed.
Right.
And that whole it's like, you know, whole thing with Venezuela, you know, here it is now. They're trying to set up that coup. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world, man. And when we go back to the Alan Russo interview with Alex Jones, when you go back to that original interview, he said that they were going to go into Venezuela. He said it in the video. You know what I'm saying? He had said it, man. So that's like
heavy.
it was like he prophesied that hey, it come to pass, man. It came to pass. You know, because now he's not able to hide himself because why? He's still trying to take. He's taking that he cannot get enough. Roughly paraphrasing, man. He's not leaving no gleaming grapes, man. He's taking everything, man. You know, he wants all the marbles, man.
Can't fill his belly.
Yeah, rip the carpet out the floor.
It's like the Most High gave you the power over the world, gave you, slave lust. You want more than that. You want to put microchips inside of us, man. That's like, God damn, man. It's greedy, man.
It says, citizenship of the Most High.
Yep.
It's tells in the scripture, the Lord knows, the hair, how much hair you have in your head. It tells you, the Lord knows all things. The eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun. And that's how Esau wants to be like the super. That's why I said that in the book of Obadiah, he sees himself as God. You know? He wants to be the Heavenly Father.
Not our father. He was our brother. We're not brothers anymore. That's right. Hey,
He took it to him. He took the person. That's
I got the one that you said just now. It says, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, Esau Edom, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
If I could add, because going back to what you said, brother, about at the end, the Most High is he's going to look like the good guy. So in order for a person to look like the good guy, the bad guy has to be exposed. You know?
That's right. It has to be a superpower. For you to become a superpower, you can't take down no weak opponent. It's not going to give you no credit. You got to have a big, bad, furious opponent that you can just take over. Everybody can be like, wow. There ain't nothing I want to wrestle. I want to wreck him. He took down the so-called white man. Took down massive.
Forced to be reckoned with.
Like he built up Pharaoh just to tear him down.
That's right, man.
And that's why it's one of the ultimate goals of Esau to bring that mark, because he wants to claim, like, these are mine.
Right.
You know? And most of what he's going to take it, but not the elect.
That's why the scripture say he made one vessel for dishonor and one vessel for honor.
hey, when you look at it, the Most High today was different from them. We got Esau has technology. And that's why the technology is so out of this world that, the way that the Lord is going to deliver us is going to trump this technology, man.
All right.
You can talk, I remember growing up.
Hey,
Yeah, people.
Yeah,
I was, Then you had payphones.
yeah.
If somebody was in another country, that was just it. You didn't hear of them. You just knew that's Australia. Now you can literally say Australia.
Yeah.
And you looking at like you be like, yo, that's crazy. You can talk to anybody in any country now just by this. You can get WhatsApp on your phone. You can talk to anybody. They can show you there, man. This guy look like. Back in the day, you couldn't get them no damn people. No Nokia phone, no flip phone.
Esau and his army, man, they got badass technology, man. Esau, I think he gonna win this war by the way of him, him actually staging this war to, depopulating us, so he can rebuild. Most High said, "You shall build, I shall go back." So really, these devils are in the trick back, man. So their goal, his elite goal, is to bring forth a war so that they can depopulate and issue this new world. Everybody's microchip. But when they go and do these things, the Most High is going to come right in the midst of them. Man. So it ain't going to be no winning. We might start.
already.
Hope. Done. That is that.
I say what you said. Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
That's talking about North America.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And even wherever the other Israelites elect is at.
Just remember that North America. Yeah, North America, Central America, Mexico, and South America.
Hey, we was talking about how, you know, South America is coming up into North America. Man, you coming here to get judged, either delivered or destroyed. Another thing too, Elder Apostle Gabar brought out a couple of years ago about how he said that I think South America is going to be basically untouched. I believe it's something to that nature. I forgot what it was. The video. I think all the nuclear, all the nuclear silos, but I think it's not in South America. If I'm not mistaken, something like that. It's not going to be nuclear. You know, just of course North America, Lake of Fire. You know, he's bringing that out.
And it says, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Yeah, because it makes sense because all the other countries really on the Western Hemisphere don't really have peace or they're cahoots with them, what they're doing in the Middle East.
They're forced to fight though. If like North America gets into it, they're forced to take part. Like as you know, they're allies.
But your allies, it tells you in the scripture that their allies are going to turn them back on them. Yep. So
that's happening.
It's really going to just leave out America being destroyed.
Yeah.
The lake of fire. It tells you that it's really going to look like a lake of fire. But the one that gets put up in the chariot is going to look like an actual lake of fire. All those, think about it, all those missions. I've been saying missions all this damn week. I was like, yo, I don't know about y'all. I remember I used to play James Bond Golden Eye. Yeah, oh man, that's my favorite. The silent mission, I should be like this. That's a big ass missile. I just be like, yo, that's a big ass missile. That shit's going down all the way up. Like, yo, what is this, you know?
Hey, the best part about that game, man, it came out like in 97. It's the cheat codes, man. You get invincible, unlimited ammo, all the weapons. That's a classic.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Hey, the Lord created these things. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
That we want to give all praises to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Rawchaa. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. Salutations to all.